तो हेलो 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 एवरीबॉडी, वी आर बैक। आ गए हैं दोस्तों। थोड़ा हो जाता है बट या वी आर बैक। बैठे हैं भाई, यहाँ पे चिल कर रहे हैं लाइफ में। तो आ जाओ भाई, ज्वाइन करो, फिर करते हैं शुरू अपना मेन। सो वी आर लाइव राइट नाउ। लाइव आ गए हैं दोबारा। करेंगे, स्टार्ट करें फिर। और ककाशी भाई, क्या हाल चाल? हेलो हेलो ब्रदर। अब तक शुरू नहीं हुई यार। ये एक न्यू कैरेक्टर आ रही है, न्यू एजेंट आ रही है अपनी। भाई मेरे चैनल पे मुझे वेलकम। थैंक यू भाई वेलकम के लिए थैंक यू। वीसीटी कब स्टार्ट हो रहा है यार? कब शुरू होगा ये? लेट्स गो। हेडफोन्स पहन लेते हैं। तो व्हाट डू यू मीन यार? कब हो रहा है शुरू? कब हो रहा है शुरू?
Welcome, folks.
Okay,
It's
here
Sasha
we
Wren,
go, here we
joined
go.
by Gen.G, agents lead on Valorant, and Dan Hardison, game designer on Valorant as well. That was a vibe, that video.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not exactly sure exactly what I saw.
I mean,
रिएक्ट करेंगे इस चीज पे? तब तक रिएक्ट करते हैं।
yeah, I mean, with
बताओ भाई, कोई चीज बताओ रिएक्ट करने के लिए, ठीक है?
like post-death, but coming
कुछ चीज
back to
बताओ,
life and stuff
रिएक्ट
like
करते हैं, हम तक
that.
ये शुरू नहीं होता। एक से नहीं लगा के रखते हैं,
But generally as well.
वन म्यूट पे लगा के रखते हैं, ठीक है? दोबारा यूट्यूब बोल लेते हैं इधर। ओ, कपिल शर्मा शो का वो ट्रेलर आ गया। बहुत ही अच्छी वो कर दी भाई, बहुत अच्छा ऐड कर दिए। प्लेन उड़ता हुआ कार्टून एकदम। Yo brother,
तू ये क्या टर्बुलेंस? यही बातें होती है जिसकी वजह से लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं। अच्छा, कौन है जिसके पेट में बात पचती नहीं है?
बोलो ना, अगर आप मुझे कोई सीक्रेट बोल रहे हो, मुझे किसको तो बोलना पड़ेगा।
मेरे अभी दिल की बात बाहर निकलने वाली। मेरी बच्चे मेरी सुनते ही नहीं है यार।
अबे सारे इकट्ठे कर लिए क्या? अच्छा, अलग अलग एपिसोड
जब भी टीम में इतना गाली खाते हैं और जब भी ऑपोजिट में ऐसा विकेट लेने को मौका मिलता है।
ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड है, ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड है। शुरू कब हो रहा है? 30th मार्च। 30th मार्च। आज क्या है भाई? आज क्या है? टुडे 24th।
पक्का यकीन हो गया कि ये शो मेरे अलावा कोई कर सकता है, तो वो
बढ़िया भाई, चलो करते रहो, लगे रहो अपना। अबे ये क्या चल रहा है? मैं देख रहा हूँ यार, थोड़ा रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं बैठ के, ठीक है? रिएक्ट। अरे ये बहुत बढ़िया रोस्ट बैटल है। डू यू नो दिस इज टू गुड, दिस शिट इज टू गुड, ठीक है? ये देखो, ये देखो। एक बार बताऊं, मेरे को समय राणा जो है, ये समय रैना का मेरे को पता चला था तन्मय भट्ट की स्ट्रीम। बाकी बढ़िया है। कुछ नहीं है भाई देखने के लिए अपने पास। YouTube खाली हो चुका है। बताओ भाई, मैसेज में बताओ क्या देखा जाए। जब तक अपना VCT स्टार्ट नहीं होता तब तक क्या देखा जाए? सजेशन प्लीज। क्लो आ गया, क्लो एक न्यू एजेंट आ गया अपने, ठीक है?
Off we go. Coming through.
Bro, this is
One downside
like
to being
too
immortal.
cool agent, ठीक है? मैं यूज करने वाला हूँ
I
इसको।
can't play dead.
मेरे लिए बहुत ज्यादा कूल एजेंट है ये।
Back like I never left. Spike planted.
you, brother.
Dropped in a smoke. Not even sweating. Here, cat.
भाई सबसे कूलेस्ट एबिलिटी पता है क्या है? ये मरने के बाद भी स्मोक्स डाल सकती है. This agent can like smoke after getting killed, brother. Too cool भाई, too cool. बहुत बढ़िया एजेंट है. मैं यूज करने वाला हूँ इसको, बस आ जाए एक बार, ठीक है? आ जाए एक बार, यूज करेंगे इसको. ओके. बाकी भाई कुछ रिएक्ट करने को नहीं है भाई. YouTube खाली. ओ लेट्स गो. आ गए यहाँ पे. सेंटिनल इकट्ठी हो गई ऐसी की तैसी. ठीक है. अगर आज जीत गई सेंटिनल्स, भाई बहुत बुरा होगा. बाय गॉड बता रहा हूँ, बहुत बुरा होगा. लास्ट स्ट्रीम में भी हमने यही देखा, सेंटिनल वर्सेस जेन.जी, बट वो था लाइक क्वार्टर फाइनल और समथिंग, जिसके अंदर की सेंटिनल हार गई थी जेन.जी से. बट उसके बाद सेंटिनल ने एक और टीम को हराया, जिसकी वजह से वो दोबारा ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में आ पाई. और अभी इट्स लाइक अगर इस बार सेंटिनल ने हरा दिया जेन.जी को, भाई साहब मजा आ जाएगा. मैं चाहता हूँ हरा दे, बहुत सा मजा आ जाएगा. ठीक है. अबे औरत कहाँ से आ गई है? लड़कियां भी खेलती है क्या? शी जस्ट टू रिएक्ट आई थिंक. नो वे, तो खेलने आई है. ब्रदर.
Again, so cool to have some of these creators come out here. I mean, look at Mixwell. He's already pandering to the audience, but he's brought out Wingman. He couldn't even be bothered to get the new agent scribbled out.
I hope that's not a spoiler.
I don't know क्या हो रहा है ये. कौन सी टीम है? What the fuck? पहली बार देख रहा हूँ.
Expectations here, hopes. What are you wanting to see, Dan? If you could pick one thing to see, do you
भाई
want
कुछ
to see
चीज बताओ यार, कुछ चीज बताओ जिस पे रिएक्ट कर सके, जो कि इससे बेटर हो. ठीक है.
What's the scenario you're looking for?
One of the things when you have these clove mirror matchups that we saw in Dev is you do have rounds where both teams know it's very important to win. It's the important buy round. So you see some absolutely hysterical double clove ult situations where everyone is trying to frag and it becomes just a huge, bloodbath.
Here we go, we got it locked in. Do we get our dreams? We do.
Bro, what is this?
Mixwell,
Team Spain versus Team International.
Let's go. Okay, so people at home, if you want to get in touch, use the hashtag. I can't remember.
खाए डे भी इसके अंदर है. टेंस की बंदी.
We appreciate it. Thoughts, feelings, who's winning this one? And also, Mimi or Mixwell, who's going to be the better clove here? Mike?
Yeah, where's the clove diff coming
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Mike...
Oh, let's go. क्लोव का गेम प्ले आ रहा है. क्लोव का गेम प्ले. Let's go.
The sleeve. I see the sleeve. I'm on board.
I see the sleeve. I'm a little bit
I didn't expect this. क्लोव का गेम प्ले आ रहा है. ये देखना पड़ेगा भाई.
That crowd buff goes hard today.
It's huge. How about you, Mixwell? Mimi, where are we going?
Yeah, I think I'll root for Mimi individually.
Okay.
4 बंदे आ गए भाई. लाइक मार दो, ठीक है, बैठ के. लाइक कर दिया जाए, सब्सक्राइब कर दिया जाए.
Yeah, the comms buff. I don't even
बाकी जल्दी शुरू करो यार. ऐसी की तैसी दिमाग खा दिया मेरा बैठे बैठे का. दिमाग खा दिया.
variety of players from different regions.
लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो. स्टार्ट करो.
Celebrate this, to show off this new agent, and I cannot wait to see this in action. Unfortunately, if you're
भाई देखना पड़ेगा ये तो. है ना, क्लोव का गेम प्ले. भाई क्लोव का गेम प्ले देखना पड़ेगा.
Say fans, we should see
I'm
all
here.
of the abilities in action.
देखते हैं, ठीक है. रुक जा, 2 मिनट शुरू होने वाला है बस.
I'm praying Yeti or Heather's there,
Praying on the free cam.
Yeah. You know what's up. All right, so look, before we get ourselves into trouble, because they said, look, have fun today, Lauren. You get to be funny and Dan's coming out, you can have some fun with it. So I'm just going to keep it a little in check. But there was something you were saying kind of while we were watching that interview is how strong some of these abilities are kind of when you look towards almost pistol.
Let's go, Wingman.
Kind of, I guess not encourage necessarily, but it really suits it in action because you get so much more of a reward for it. So I'm kind of hoping we see off the rip. Oh my word.
Holy.
Yep. Gotta love being in Spain, baby. Couple seconds away now, but yeah, I'm
एक ही चीज रिपीट कर जा रहे हैं तो बाइन बाइन पता नहीं क्या क्या.
we noted in the videos.
What do you mean, जनता?
Oh, this is incredible. This isn't even the grand finals, and listen to these guys.
Let's go, boys.
Absolutely, an absolute celebration of Valorant here, and we're getting into this one. Team International up against Team Spain, and we're starting.
ये रही अपनी न्यू एजेंट, ठीक है.
Mimi, show us what you
वो कर दिया उसने वहाँ पे. Smoke.
Yeah, really interesting different buys from Mixwell versus Mimi here.
That's very true, actually. Just kind of the classic, and then opting for the utility kit a little heavy.
ओके, थोड़ा ब्रिम के जैसा है, ठीक है. जब ब्रिम करता है ना स्मोक, वैसा स्मोक है. इसके अंदर अपना मैप खुलेगा तुम लोग का, और उसके बाद स्मोक होगा, ठीक है. बाकी सूद दिया भाई अभी से. अपनी क्लोव को भी सूद दिया. भाई रुक, लेट मी गेट क्लोव. अरे बिल्कुल यार, क्लोव खरीदो. क्लोव खरीदो, मैं कहता हूँ मैं भी क्लोव खरीदने वाला हूँ इसके बाद तो डायरेक्ट। आगे गेम में आ गई होगी क्लोव, आई डोंट थिंक सो, भी अपडेट नहीं आया होगा, कल आ जाएगा अगर नहीं आया होगा तो। भाई क्या पता आ ही गया हो। बाकी पता है क्लोव मरने के बाद भी स्मोक कर सकती है। बेस्ट थिंग इज क्लोव मरने के बाद भी स्मोक कर सकती है। दिस इज सो कूल। अब स्मोक को लाइक छुप छुप के नहीं खेलना पड़ेगा, जाओ मारो ऐसी की तैसी।
Interesting to see that, and I noticed on the mini-map, obviously, the smokes.
ये देखो ऐसे करके ब्रेम का जो खुलता है ना वैसे टाइप का खुलेगा एंड उसके अंदर होगा स्मोक।
And there's actually a good example of the decay as well.
14 मिनट पहले आ गया। शुड वी ट्राई इट, शुड वी ट्राई इट, बोलो भाई चैट, शुड वी ट्राई इट। अभी खोल के देखते हैं, पैसे नहीं मेरे को, शुड वी ट्राई इट। इसको छोड़ेंगे, गेम शुरू करेंगे अपनी डायरेक्ट, ठीक है? बोलो भाई क्या बोलते हो?
Team Spain are giving it up there. This is meant to be a friendly show match, guys. All right, let's see if we get to see some more of this.
या फिर यही देखें अभी थोड़ी देर में बहुत ज्यादा इंटेंस लाइक सेंटिनल वर्सेस जेन.जी होने वाला है।
And it looks like you're seeing it perfectly displayed with the counter to it as well.
कितने सुंदर स्मोक है यार।
And look at the combination.
भाई रिलीज टाइम था 8:30, ओके।
Mimi, Fugu both punished. Hard to break through here. Seeing that utility stacking on top of each other here, Mike.
Bro, they are too noob, they are too noob, what the fuck?
Will close out the 3K. He's on his feet already for the second round.
मेरे को एक दो और एबिलिटी देखनी है। अच्छा पैसे हैं क्या भाई? जीवर्स ब्रो, डू यू हैव मनी टू बाय इट? कहते मैनेजर अपने चैनल का, ही इज माय ब्रदर।
Is it damage mitigation? Is it regardless of HP with shields?
Yeah, it doesn't ignore shields. You can think of it.
यस, अरे क्या बात है, पैसा है भाई के पास।
Obviously really strong when comboed into a smoke. That was kind of one of the things I was thinking about when making this.
Look at this, ये देखिए, ये तो गोला है ना, ये अगर किसी के ऊपर मार दिया उस बंदे को वन शॉट कर सकते हैं उसके बाद।
Way to go, Mixwell. You'll be invited back.
Well, they've got some set pieces here.
Yeah,
What's
they've
going
been
on
doing
here?
strats.
Well, they've been scrimming.
This is meant to be fun, guys. I've never seen Mixwell try this hard on the stage before.
दो स्मोक्स मिले आई थिंक, है ना?
Mixwell fans like,
दो स्मोक्स मिले हैं,
this is
होने चाहिए।
break here. Yeah,
हाँ, वन शॉट वन किल है ब्रो, वन शॉट वन किल।
you already see them responding.
Yo, brother.
Shut down. Team Spain, relax.
They've got the setups.
They absolutely do.
Beautiful rush on
And
the shore.
they've already got such a nice idea of how to combo this utility, lock down areas of the map. Incredibly difficult. Maybe there's a chance here for a little bit of fun though. Good attempt, not going to get the third. Mixwell trying his heart out. In the fan side and the cheer for. But yeah, as said, I think there's a lot of room here to see these players starting to consider the
Nice one,
creativity with what you can achieve with this agent.
Yeah, so I guess
Nice
outside
one.
that, what are the best
नया एजेंट बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा है।
be looking out for here? I know obviously on the previous round with the Nano Swarm, there's no shields involved there, so the decay did go down to 10 HP, but what are some of the synergies to look out for?
Yeah, really good with basically any damaging utility. So really good with the KO Molly in this game. Really good at also like punishing Sovas that are in drone if they're stationary in a common spot. If you have lineups for that, you can coordinate with the teammate, get some free plucks.
Yeah.
ये सी वाली एबिलिटी यूज करके दिखा रही है, ये वाली यूज होती देखनी है मेरे को। मेरे को ये वाली यूज होती देखनी है, बाकी तो समझ गया मैं सब।
No, it doesn't go through walls. You can think of it very similar to like.
ओके, स्मोक्स रीजनरेटेड वाले हैं, ओमन टाइप के स्मोक हैं। स्मोक सेम टू सेम ओमन वाले हैं, दो स्मोक हैं 30 सेकंड में रीजनरेट होते हैं, ओमन स्मोक्स हैं। बस प्लांट देने का जो स्मोक है वो डालने का तरीका वो है ब्रेम टाइप का। फिर सूद दिया मिक्सवेल को यार, फिर सूद दिया मिक्सवेल को। मीमी को करो यार स्पेक्टेट। व्हाट द फक आर यू डूइंग बॉयज? व्हाट द फक इज दिस स्ट्रीम ब्रो?
2v3. Lock and hitbox. The angle. Oh, the timing, no!
Oh brother.
Fugu's popping off though. Kaide and Fugu. Are you gonna be able to find Black in time? Oh, you absolutely.
Bro, they are not that good players yaar. They are not that good players.
But wait, Omen didn't smoke that. Where's that smoke just come from? Like my brain's catching up. These smokes can be coming in once they've died.
Yes.
Oh, it's mind blowing.
अल्ट रेडी हो गया, अल्ट रेडी हो गया, अल्ट देखते हैं, ठीक है? अल्ट रेडी हो गया, अल्ट देखने मजा आएगा।
There's an opportunity for basically
मरने के बाद भी वो स्मोक कर रहा है ब्रो। Too cool भाई, that is too cool. Best चीज है.
Range and then scales down just a little bit. I just wanted to give myself a balancing lever for, future Dan if I ever had to adjust it.
Future Dan.
Yeah.
We do have the ult coming out from Mixwell as well here. It's now online, so the opportunity to kind of show off a little.
To run it down.
Well, I'm hoping.
With an operator, maybe.
I mean,
Jisoo's in the back lines here, though.
okay. Walking off short, which is nice. Should be able to get that spike through. Looking to see if there's anything to disrupt this. I
Bro.
can't quite connect with that judge already. The 5 and gonna find Kaide.
रुके मिक्सवेल को ही करो यार, सिर्फ मिक्सवेल को देखो ऐसी जैसी. स्काल्ट देखना.
Consideration of the utility, but Mimi is there.
ये भाई अब तक रिलीज नहीं किया आपने सर्वर पे. आपने सर्वर पे नहीं किया होगा, वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ.
Good trade out for Leviathan though. 3v2, Mixwell now looking for a little bit more. Leviathan having a round here.
भाई मिक्सवेल मर के जिंदा हो सकता है. लाइक क्लोव जो है अपनी न्यू एजेंट है, वो मर के जिंदा हो सकती है. पैसे तो कोई बात नहीं, आ जाएगा ब्रो, 1-2 दिन में आ जाएगा, तो कल ही आ जाएगा. We'll wait.
I mean, maybe those comms coming into effect, huh?
I mean, I was hoping to see it there, a situation where Mixwell's entering on that retake and really burning up, I guess, well, maximum effectiveness of that ultimate.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about.
नाइस वन भाई. लड़कियां भी इतना बढ़िया खेल लेती है.
Confidence to take fights, because we'd run into these situations where people don't use their ult a lot, and we're like, is this a problem? And I'm like, I don't think I need to fix you having a good game of Valorant,
Sure.
दोनों क्लोव का अल्ट रेडी है भाई, अब तो मजा आएगा. एक तो मरेगी, उसका अल्ट देखेंगे ऐसी की तैसी.
First, but then still obviously have the smokes to apply after death. What's the timing like in terms of popping the ultimate and dropping smokes immediately after death? Because it's a short window to reactivate, right?
Yeah, so we simplified the paradigm so that you have to choose if you're going to ult or not before you drop smokes. We just found that in development, it quickly became like this crazy frenzied APM check if you had to do both.
सबसे ज्यादा डरावना स्मोक किसका लगता है? ओमन का लगता है ना? ओमन का लगता है. ये तो ऐसा लग रहा है लाइक शांत वाला स्मोक जिसको कहते हैं ना, प्यारा स्मोक, वो है ये डरावना स्मोक नहीं है.
Possibility here, but Knives Out was good. We've seen what Fuku could do with just the. Sheriff was rather impressive, but still.
Bro लेगा, किल ले गया. मिक्सवेल, ओ जिंदा हो गया. Look at this. मिक्सवेल जिंदा हो गया.
Can he do? But it's blocked in the back lines. Kaide with a critical trade. But this is now dangerous. Can he do anything with his? Oh, he's running.
Oh, get a kill or damage assist to survive. Got it. उसके अल्ट के बाद उसको किसी न किसी को डैमेज देना पड़ेगा, या तो असिस्ट किल या फिर नॉर्मल किल. I get it. अच्छा अल्ट अच्छा है, ठीक है. तुम जिंदा होके इधर भग नहीं सकते, क्योंकि अगर तुम्हें किसी ने मारा है तो वहां पे बंदा होगा ही. तो इट्स लाइक ऑन द स्पॉट अल्ट दो और मारो. निमी आ रखी है इधर, मिमी आ गई है इधर. Planted.
Do with this though?
Can play aggressive though.
This is the opportunity.
Yeah, she has to decide here if she wants to play time with the Clove ultimate or if she wants to get aggressive and try to make a difference early.
They're so close by. She wants to pick first, which she's going to get.
Bro, first मिल गया उसे. Let's go. उसको अपनी HP वापस मिल गई.
Mimi's fallen. There it is. Oh, going to come in, but already there's that readjust we were looking for. Evading any of the damage.
No ways. मर गई वो. मिमी फिर से मर गई.
Just going to get caught here. Oh, the turret! The turret!
Bro.
Chance on this now. Kaide can clutch the hell up here. Oh, Kaide, let's go! What a round! That was so good.
ले गए राउंड, ले गए ऐसी की तैसी.
One of the situations we're talking about, right? Mimi can go and challenge this lockdown. The ultimate obviously enables Mimi to try and push through, but Leviathan hitting shots time and time again here. Crazy exchange back and forth as well. But
no, it's just, I do like the option that it is that player's choice, right? You're in a 2v3 scenario. I've now got my ult. Do I try and run this? Do I get aggressive? Do I posture up a little bit because I have that? And speaking of aggression, Mike, they're getting right back to this.
Yep, that's them fighting for that staging space like I talked about. People generally respect the decay a decent amount. It's a little scary.
फिर से क्लोव आ गई है.
On that video we were watching as well, especially there's a lot of elements. There's like You're not used to it yet either.
So what are the timings there? The decay to take effect, how long does it last as well?
7 points ult है, 6 point ult बहुत easy होता है दोबारा लेके आना. 7 point भी easy रहता है, 8 point hard रहता है, ठीक है. Hard no point के भी होते हैं ना.
Down the line, if I ever need to buff or nerf it, you know, maybe.
Heard about your buffing and nerf. I don't know, man.
Good track record.
नर्फ होगी भाई. मेरे को लगता है क्लोव नर्फ होगी, ठीक है. She is too OP यार, she is too OP. पक्का नर्फ होगी ऐसी की तैसी.
Peeling away again, the international side. Mimi with a belting
Mimi
shot towards Black there.
Exactly right here.
Gets to dip away, and they could potentially go back towards that A side, but a drift towards B. It looks pretty available. This is going to be hard to hold again. Just a ghost there with Leviathan.
30 seconds left.
Just a nano swarm on the way in though. Mimi probably looking to drop some sort of coverage here, cut sight lines. Let's see. Yeah, well, Mimi, found the kill.
Mixwell slipped side though, so.
भाई बड़े बड़े स्मोक कर रखे हैं पूरे ऐसी की तैसी.
Mixwell's got a great deal of kit left, no, and he's taken a lot of damage here. Fugu on guarding duty as well. Spike gonna go down, trying to go for a little bit of a spam. Swings in, Fugu punishes. Beautiful work. Hitbox through middle, gonna find Fugu. So again, keeping track of this one. This is much better from the international side, finding their footing here now. What can Sergio Ferrara do? It's a laboured approach for Kaide again. Safe pair of hands for Kaide. Doing very well.
Yeah, if I may interject. Yeah, Mimi got that first opening pick with the Q into the smoke in CT. So we saw kind of that opened up the site. Yeah.
Do you want to be a caster? I mean, a tri-cast could work, you know? Pew, pew. One of these.
Oh yeah, see it just here.
You're right. That's why Leviathan got melted. That was so good.
So damage-wise for the half shield and full shield, effectively talking about that. Well, the difference between one shot with the Vandal or 2 shots with the rifles. So I mean that's why it make you super squishy if you sit inside those smokes. But outside of that, you really have to respect sitting inside these smokes, challenging them, because we see that now in the meta so commonly.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we kind of got. You know, we felt good about smokes in the kind of post-death world is they're usually kind of symmetric. People can sneak into them. Sometimes there are timings where things get a little spicy. So I just wanted to give Clove a little bit of a tool to, you know, if they have the read that there's an opponent there, use the ability to punish them.
It's great to see its versatility throughout this. Already, Mimi getting relatively close to ult. 3 away. Mixwell quite some way off. Smoke there towards Tree. Fugu looking to take that space potentially off the back of the owl drone as well. Again, I feel like they found their rhythm towards the A site, starting to look more comfortable here, but a lovely bomb flash.
लेके अरे भाई nice one, बहुत प्यारे kill, बहुत प्यारे kill.
If Mimi had been able to outdo Black, that was the sight on wraps. Not the case. Black holds very well. And now we've got to look towards where the hell that spike's going. Trying to find a little info. Spots no one out by Wine. So again, knowing they're still drifting around here. Mixwell making their way over towards short too. What's he got here for us?
30 seconds left.
Probably looking to slip the smoke here.
Yeah.
Nobody looking towards.
This is nice.
This is Mimi's smoke too that they're creeping through in tree.
With the contact, that's it. Look at the lovely synergy, forcing Mixwell to respond and traded out by Fugu, but time. 10 seconds now. Fugu in a 1v2. Needs that plant. Fugu.
There's a keyboard mash going on right now.
No!
Is this keybind diff?
Oh no, the setup's not there. What's happened, Fugu?
What the fuck, bro?
He had to go out and get the keybind set up earlier, man. What's happened? Whose keyboard's he got? Don't give us a technical timeout.
No,
I can't do it,
I can't do a tech pause
Michael,
for a show match. Surely not.
That's our final straw. That's when we walk. We'll have to bring Kevin, the producer, out to pick up. Are you ready to cast with some producers or something? Just leaving it solo down. I'm sorry, mate. Look at that. But luckily, it is just a show match, so no harm, no foul. We get to play on. And now I've got to check back in on those ults, because again, it changes the dynamic so much that I feel like I haven't kept track of an ult's progress in a long time. But actually, Mixwell catching up pretty well here, Mike. He's right back within touching distance of Mimi, who kind of went for a tear here. To hold the angle all down exceptionally low. That's a bit of a problem. Gonna hear the ult being popped. Leviathan fell there?
Bro, they are not too good player यार. इतने अच्छे players नहीं हैं. इनको ऐसे ही international team बना रखा है जी की तैसी.
I don't even know he's still got those up. It's all rust these days. Off we go, Mixwell. What are we up to now? What can you do with 3 HP in a dream? This is brutal. A stray bullet might put him down. No ult to depend on either. Gotta be so cautious. That decay.
Bro, क्या DK दिया है?
Down to one.
Not helping the HP bar, but
1 HP कर दिया.
in the pick me up here.
It's true.
Mixwell can do some damage.
Looking to get proactive. Here it is. That's what I'm
Got the
waiting on.
ultimate,
Ult
yeah.
there, coming in. That's beautiful work from Mimi, showing us some pure.
Bro,
patience.
let's go. दिख गया ultimate, दिख गया ultimate.
A little bit. Hitbox gonna give him a chance back in 2v2. Black still low. Fugu trying to hold to one side. Gets overwhelmed. Hitbox back in 1v1. Black already down.
7
So
HP.
low on HP. Just gotta watch that smart.
Bro, wow. Let's go. सोवा ने जिता दिया भाई. Too good, too good. मजा आया.
That's the scenario we were talking about earlier. Mimi obviously running forward, playing very, very aggressive because you have that get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I just want to shout out YJJ also for that early opening double shock dart pick. And then the 3K to clutch out the round. That was big.
Ridiculous, right? No, the dynamic of this in my head is just going to shift so many of these post plants, even in, like, as said, situations that aren't sitting favorably, maybe in, as said, a 2v3, but you've got a bit of space maybe, where you feel like you could utilize this ult, and you still have that, I don't want to call it a dismiss, but that ability to kind of readjust once you come back in, so you're not instantly punished. So again, there's so much versatility to this. Hitbox getting proactive though, clean shot on YJJ this time.
Let's go.
Not allowing any of those shock darts to be unleashed. Mixwell ult ready. Obviously we noted Mimi's invested just last round. At this point, slow progress across the map, but you can see Hitbox getting curious towards middle.
No aggression coming out this round. A sheriff in hand for Mixwell. I can see him push too far. Fugu though. He's fixed those keybinds.
No ways यार. They are not that good player यार.
By the way.
मजा नहीं आ रहा गेम में. मजा नहीं आ रहा गेम में. जो देखना है वो दिखाओ ना.
This is who we're waiting on. Does Mixwell decide to get a little more involved here? Has that opportunity to?
Oh, he just heard the drop.
Yeah.
Boys में जो देखने हैं वो दिख नहीं रहा है.
How does he decide to play this? Re-smokes and spots a
No
player.
ways, no ways कर दिया.
Backhanding, but here we go. Here's that ult coming into effect now. He's running. He's terrified of Kaide.
No.
Kaide is just a monster. Hunts down Mixwell not once, but twice. And tees up the rest of the side.
30 seconds left.
But you can see there that how short the window is to try and get it. It's not something you do have a get out of jail free card. It's a small window to be able to reposition.
Yeah, it's 2 seconds long, not very short. If you're alone, sometimes you can run into some awkward situations. I think part of the skill, the ultimate, is knowing when you're actually dead, and you probably should hold the button.
Oh, fuck it.
You know what I mean?
We've already had Chrissy on the stream. I have heard
It is gone, it is gone.
Michael, so
भाई मरने के बाद जो स्मोक कर रही है ना क्लोव, जो मरने के बाद जो प्यारे स्मोक दे रही है ना, I love this shit भाई. Don't tell me यार, don't tell me यार. उसको पता होना चाहिए था कि वो उधर से आएगा. वो डायरेक्ट रश कर रहा था.
Which is wild, because like normally when we do the show matches when it's a close game, they're like, guys, we're still got a finals to do. But here we go, watching this back, Kaide. Oh, look at Kaide just hunting down poor old Mixwell.
I guess as well, the next question on the back of this, what's the I guess window for
Let's
pulling
go,
out
let's
the
go.
weapon after coming out of the ultimate? How quickly can you? Is it the same with like the Euro ultimate where you have a shorty in the back pocket potentially?
I believe it is the same as your result. It might be a little bit faster. I need to double check.
Okay.
Those values are all really tight. I think it's point 0.6 on Reyna,
We're getting into the
0.8 on
geeky
yours.
stuff.
Yeah, this is why we've got Mike out here.
There'll be a low par video in a couple of days.
No, in about 5 minutes. He's been counting. Already YJJ. Thought he might have had an opportunity on that one. Mimi's fallen.
पकड़ यार मैंने अपनी शक्ल पे बॉटल रख ली थी अपनी साइड में. मैंने शक्ल पे बॉटल रख ली थी. What the fuck? What the fuck?
But again, just so many players up against them. 5-5. Close affair between these two. Mixwell. He's probably trying to buy a couple more seconds towards A. Yep. Re-smoking. Keeping them locked out at this point.
No damage coming through here, but you see Jisoo's tagged up as well.
Yeah.
Down to 12 HP, but ultimate available. Lockdown here as well. Black, I don't know. Did you catch a glimpse there?
I don't know if he caught it on the smoke fade between the reinvestment, but certainly feeling something's up.
Faking the TP as well.
Jisoo. That HP is scaring me. They are drifting away from this. 30 seconds there, leaving this late in the day.
Left.
A little nervous.
Are they trying to split
Hitbox.
short?
Might
I mean,
be.
they have no other options if
Yeah,
they
they've
shift walk.
got to go. Hitbox been sharp too. Just waiting around that corner. Does get outdone. Okay, game back on. This plays in Mixwell. This plays back in Black as well. Trying to do some stall here. Look at this late round, how impressive that is. Beautiful
भाई
synergy, teeing up Black to take down two.
ये अपनी एक क्लोव की एबिलिटी जिताया है वाला राउंड ना। क्या बढ़िया डिकॉय करती है वो, 1 सेकंड में डिकॉय।
Really well cast Q from Mixwell there. I was gonna call out. Mimi did die towards the A side of the map, so I think that's kind of why they were strategizing around ending
अबे
the smoke
शुभम गिल
towards the A side of the map. So I think that's.
And I guess the burning question is Clove's ability to. Burning question is.
Yeah, you absolutely called it.
And I guess the burning question is Clove's ability to kind of play solo controller, or is this more leaning towards a flex controller, something to maybe back up in some of the double controller compositions we see?
Yeah, I think Clove is a little bit weaker if you're playing as a solo controller on maps where you want to play really fast. I think you can pull it off if you play a little slower and wait for the smokes to recharge and you're willing to default and play picks. But I think if you're only rushing, you're going to get outdone by like Omen or Brimstone.
So maybe actually scarily enough alongside a Viper.
Yeah.
The decay and the vulnerability and everything.
That
Why they snap it?
हेलो भाई केविन डांगला।
tens in the
हेलो
final,
डांगला, क्या हाल चाल भाई?
just warming up, you know what I mean? That's actually kind of nuts.
यार इन द स्ट्रीम, अरे यार ये चीतने को हो रहे हैं यार,
Just down to 2 here.
सारे कुटाई सुताई खा रहे हैं ऐसी तैसी। मजा नहीं आ रहा, मजा नहीं आ रहा। कुछ बताओ भाई, कुछ मजेदार बताओ, ठीक, कुछ मजेदार बताओ ऐसी की तैसी कि देख के मजा आ जाए अपने को। होगा कुछ ऐसा? ये तो खांसी हो रखी है, फालतू की खांसी हुई है ना मेरे को। एनिमल देखा, एनिमल देखे, एनिमल देखे। लुक एट दिस, लुक एट दिस, लुक एट दिस।
ग्रेड के फाइनल एग्जाम्स के बाद मैं पहली बार मिलने वाला था अपने फादर से।
ये एंट्री देखो, एंट्री देखो ये वाली।
दुनिया में सबसे ज्यादा करने के बाद एंड में रिजल्ट आता है ना, पास है या दुनिया में सबसे फर्स्ट।
ब्रो दिस एंट्री इज टू कूल। आई लव दिस एंट्री भाई, दिस इज टू कूल, दिस इज टू कूल। ऐसी की तैसी। बाकी भाई कुछ बताओ यार, कुछ रिएक्ट करने को बताओ। अभी करते हैं रिएक्ट यहाँ बैठ के ना, मेरे को मिल नहीं रहा है कुछ रिएक्ट करने को। मीम्स देखें? लेट्स गो।
हे दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल। आज मैं आपके लिए एक नया वीडियो लेकर आया हूँ। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आएगा। ये वीडियो सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट।
ठीक है भाई, ठीक है भाई, लेट्स गो मीम्स क्या करते हैं।
नहीं आता। कैसा गया एग्जाम?
ठीक है मैम।
क्या बनना है फ्यूचर में?
कुछ नहीं,
कुछ नहीं
बस
कुछ नहीं,
किसान हमें बनना है।
अच्छा एग्जाम। अच्छा
ओए व्हाट द फक, क्या कर रहा है इसने?
हमें बनना है।
अच्छा एग्जाम।
क्यों चिल्ला के क्यों गया यहाँ से? चिल्ला के क्यों गए?
एग्जाम खत्म
कर दीजिए, रात के आराम से बात करेंगे।
यहाँ तुम जो चाहो वो कर सकते हो दोस्तों।
ओके दोस्तों।
मॉम और सर भी यहाँ पर नहीं है।
अगर यहाँ जियान ना होता तो और भी अच्छा होता।
कितना चुभने लगा हूँ सबको। छुरा तो नहीं हूँ।
ब्रो व्हाट द फक होता है? जेन्युइन मेरे साथ हुआ है, मेरे साथ हुआ है। फ्री में आईफोन जिता रहे हैं भाई ये लोग, फ्री में जिता रहे थे कितने।
उस औरत को 4 बच्चे की माँ थी, देखने मस्त थी, दूध।
ब्रो दिस इज नॉट गुड यार। ये अंकल क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं?
माँ थी, देखने मस्त थी, दूध।
गलत आदमी हो, एक आदमी गलत है यार।
This is my 5th wife, Payal.
5th wife?
Yes.
Oh, Habibi, thank you. Are you taking me to Dubai?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What are you doing in Hyderabad? I didn't expect.
I just came to meet you.
Oh.
I'm your 5th wife.
Yes.
You are my 10th husband.
Yo! रुला दिया भाई। She did him too bad.
फिर धीरे धीरे मुझे समझ में आ गया कि भाई अगर इस रास्ते को फॉलो करते हैं तो अपना खात्मा बहुत बुरी तरह होने वाला है और ज़्यादा फंसते जाएंगे।
RCB memes भाई।
तो उस वजह से मेरी ज़िंदगी में एक ऐसा समय आया जब मुझे समझ में आ गया कि भाई अब छोड़ना है ये सब। तो फिर मैं वापस से फिर सीधे रास्ते पे घुस गया। पता नहीं ये रास्ता सीधा।
वाओ, मेरी बेटी जैसी कॉफी इस दुनिया में कोई नहीं बना सकता।
वो तो है, लेकिन एक जमाने में मैं भी बहुत टेस्टी कॉफी बनाया करती थी।
तुम हो ही इतनी टेस्टी।
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo brother.
तू तक तूतियां, ये हवेली है भूतिया।
तू तक तूतिया, ये हवेली है भूतिया।
तू तक तूतिया, कपिल है।
This is not too bad भाई, too bad. Woo! Let's go bro. ये बड़ा बढ़िया लगता है मुझे नाचता हुआ।
No one is like भारती, obviously, बाकी सब पतले हैं ना।
ले ली भाई।
बच्चा जो देखेगा वही सीखेगा। बच्चा देख रहा है टीवी, और टीवी पे सिखाने के लिए कौन आते हैं? ये बेवड़े जो बताते हैं कि गुटखा कैसे खाया जाए, ये तथाकथित सेलिब्रिटियां जो बताते हैं कि दारू कैसे पी जाए। दारू पीने के बाद आपके बच्चे को जुआ भी खेलना है, तो ये फर्जी राष्ट्रवादी आके बताते हैं कि सट्टा कैसे लगाया जाए। अब आपका बच्चा बाहर भी निकलेगा, लोगों से बातें भी करेगा, बिना गाली के वो बात करे तो आपको भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। तो इस छपरी ने ठेका ले रखा है आपके बच्चों को गाली सिखाने का।
जीवा एक ब्रांड है, अगर वो किसी लड़की को किस करेगा, किस करने से पहले इसकी नाक आएगी या दांत आएंगे?
एक मिनट सब चुप। इसका जवाब अवेश जीवा खुद देंगे।
क्या आएगा?
मैं बोलता हूँ पहले दानियाल भाई के घर से रिश्ता आएगा।
ब्रो मैं सोचा नहीं था बच्चा इतना बैड कर देगा इसके साथ। ब्रो
भाई के घर से रिश्ता आएगा।
भाई
शादी की उम्र हो गई है
जी।
आप
जी
अच्छी लगती है।
अरे
जी
शादी का इरादा है?
ਹੱਸਦੇ ਚਿਹਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਉਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਕਲੀਫਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਡੀਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ।
अरे कहाँ भाग रही साला?
ना जीजा जी, हमारा बस के बात नहीं थे।
अरे साला ये बताए नहीं थे कि एक बार सीधे चढ़ के एक बार उतर जाए तो कैसे बनाना है?
अच्छा, चढ़े उतरे वाला मीठा।
हाँ, वही मीठा डोहा है। देखिए 1 से लेकर 99 है, अब फिर 99 से लेकर 1 है। अब देखिए 99 के बाद क्या हुआ? 100 यानी चढ़ गया, अब फिर 100 के बाद क्या हुआ? उतर गया। तो किस पर चढ़ा किस पर उतरा उसी का आप कर दीजिएगा स्क्वायर। तो 100 का स्क्वायर हो गया आपका कितना? तो 10,000। कौन सा ऑप्शन हो रहा है?
ए
ब्रो मोदी जी प्लेइंग क्रिकेट। ब्रो मोदी जी इज टू गुड।
कुछ लिरिक्स लिख के दे देता हूँ, पापा का कमबैक हो जाएगा तुम्हारे यहाँ।
ओ ब्रो बादशाह इज डूइंग टू बैड। वैसे ही नहीं कर रहा है।
आप हमारे से घंटे लेने क्यों आए हैं? हमारे घंटों में ऐसा क्या मिलेगा?
वही मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ।
हमारे घंटों में
गांव में लोग बोलते हैं
कि एक कोयली ने अपने पढ़े लिखे और होनहार बेटे की शादी एक गंवार और अनपढ़ लड़की से की। लेकिन वैसे भी पढ़ लिख के फायदा क्या है? ये देख तेरे बेटे को, इतना पढ़ा लिखा है फिर भी है ना एक नंबर का डफोड़। जरूर ये पेट में होगा तब जरूर तूने गोंडल की बहुत सारी मिर्ची खाई होगी।
एमजी की ले ली भाई, एमजी की ले ली। लेट्स गो भाई, ये बहुत बढ़िया है भाई ये बंदा बहुत बढ़िया है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। ये जो फ्रॉग है बहुत बढ़िया बंदा है भाई।
अरे बनवारी, मैं राजू बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ सुन बता।
एक बंगला चाहिए रेस कोर्स और गोल्फ कोर्स के बीच में, और एक उसमें प्राइवेट तालाब भी चाहिए।
अरे ये बताओ यार मुझे, 29 और 19 रुपए के अंदर इतने करोड़ों का प्राइस पूल लगा के बैठे हैं। लाइक इंसान क्या ही सोच के लगाता हो कि भाई हाँ मैं जीत जाऊंगा। कैसे जीत जाएगा भाई, कैसे जीत जाएगा? What the fuck is this भाई? ये बहुत हार्ड शिट है भाई, इसके अंदर मत घुसो, मैं बताता हूँ। इसके अंदर मत घुसो, रमी पोकर घुस जाओ भाई, टेढ़ी मेढ़ी चीजों में घुस जाओ। करो यार जो करना है करो भाई। मेन बात यह 20-30 रुपए में कुछ नहीं होता, पर अगर कुछ हो गया तो मजा सा भी आ जाता है ना, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
और अरे क्या था एक... अच्छा चल मैं बाद में फोन करता हूँ। ओके।
मुझे आप सभी से बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा,
बहुत अच्छा लगा।
मेरा ये चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें।
अरे अरे अरे,
मेरे हर अपडेट आपको मिले।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और मेरे हर अपडेट्स आपको मिले। इसके लिए
बेल आइकन जरूर दबाइए।
बेल आइकन जरूर दबाइए।
आप सभी को मेरी ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं।
आप सभी को मेरी ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं भाई। हैप्पी होली इन एडवांस गाइस। मेरे भी जेब काम में लग गया थी जैसी। हैप्पी होली इन एडवांस। लेट्स गो, एक और देखते हैं, मजा आएगा।
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Skip this shit यार।
क्या
Let's go।
हालचाल? आज मैं आपके लिए एक नया
नहीं सुनने भाई हालचाल, मीम पुस्तक।
भी चल रहा है, मैं अभी भी थिएटर करता हूँ। अच्छा थिएटर कर रहे हो, उसके अलावा क्या कर रहे हो? लाइक अर्न करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हो? अर्न करने की तो जरूरत नहीं भाई। क्यों, पापा के पास है? हाँ
ये
कर सकते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है मैं खुद कुछ नहीं कर सकता। अभी अगर आपने करना होता, आपका एक एम होता। समाना सब कुछ नहीं होता मेरे भाई। ये आपकी सोच है कि पैसा कमा लिया तो बहुत कुछ कर लिया। नो, मुझे उसकी जरूरत नहीं है भाई।
ये बात जेन्युइन कह रहा है। देखो अगर ऐसी बात है कि अंबानी का बेटा अगर लग जाता है, अभी मुझे पैसा कमाना है, क्यों कमाना है भाई? यू हैव सो मच मनी, ऐसी की तैसी। अपने कुछ इंटरेस्ट में जा, कुछ ऐसी चीज में जा जिसके अंदर की रिस्क है ज्यादा। रिस्क इट, और जो भी कहते हैं ऐसी की तैसी, दूसरा नहीं आता मेरे दिमाग में ना, मैं ऐसा ही आदमी हूँ, माता बोलता होता नहीं बोल पाता, पर वही है। ठीक है, तो रिस्क करो या फिर कुछ भी मत करो ऐसी की तैसी। तो अगर है तुम्हारे पास मौका, तुम्हें मिला है जिंदगी में अमीर परिवार में आने के बाद, तो लो ना भाई, लो ना। जो अपने इंटरेस्ट है उनके अंदर करो, जो रिस्क है लाइफ में वो उठाओ, बिल्कुल करो।
उसके अलावा क्या कमाया? उसके अलावा क्या कमाया? इज्जत। हाँ, मैं 6 साल का था जब मैं आपकी इज्जत नहीं करता। मैं भी आपकी इज्जत नहीं करता
बहुत पुरानी मीम है, बहुत पुरानी, अब तक चल रही है ऐसी की तैसी।
आज अब देखो, जो आपकी इज्जत नहीं करता आपने उसको बुलाया। आज कितने सारे लोग इज्जत करते हैं, उनको बुलाते ना।
कि भाई ये तुम क्या हरकतें कर रहे हो, लेकिन मेरा वो काम है, मैं एंटरटेन करता हूँ लोगों को, और मैं एंटरटेन करने के लिए आया हूँ दुनिया में, एंटरटेन करने के लिए जाऊंगा। अगर मैं ये सब हरकतें नहीं कर रहा होता तो आज हो सकता है मैं आप इतने बड़े इंसान के साथ, यानी कि अमित भाई के साथ नहीं बैठा हुआ होता। वैसे हो आप भी नल्ले बेरोजगार, लेकिन चलो कोई।
झिंगुर सा लड़का बड़ा वायरल हुआ, तो पहले तुम्हें बताइए लप्पू और झिंगुर का आपके हिसाब से मतलब क्या है?
झिंगुर का मतलब, अब जैसे बारिशों का सावन का महीना है तो ज्यादा दिन तक अगर कोई कपड़ा रखा रहता तो उसमें कॉकरोच टाइप पड़ जाते हैं, सफेद सफेद। झिंगुर तो वो होते हैं। और लप्पू नॉर्मल सी बात है, वो लड़का बोल तो पाता नहीं है। लप्पू का मतलब होता है जो बंदा बोल नहीं सकता, जवाब नहीं दे सकता किसी बात का।
भाई ये मत करो यार, इंटरव्यूअर किसी भी चीज का इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं, व्हाट द फक इज दिस? क्यों भाई? कोई बहुत बड़ी मजबूरी आ गई तुम लोगों की? क्यों भाई? यूजलेस कुछ भी इंटरव्यू लेने लग जाते हैं आजकल की दुनिया में।
मैं यहाँ पे दे दूंगा, किसी को जाना है तो जा सकता है। अरे वाह वर्टिका, शाबाश बेटा। कैमरा थोड़ा सा नीचे करो।
ए यो ब्रो, तो कैमरा नीचे करो।
प्रॉब्लम but don't include the normal people like us.
OMG, she is literally me. अच्छा, OMG, he is literally me.
कोची LGBT, कोची है जी LGBT, कोची है LGBT साला LG जो भी रखा है सब घर में, हम यहीं से LG का एक टीवी नहीं रखे हैं, बताइए। सैमसंग का टीवी हम घर में यूज करते हैं। यहाँ ये कह रहा है कि प्राइड मनाओ, करो क्या उधर।
So true भाई, मेरे पास सामने सैमसंग का ये वो किस चीज का ऊपर याद नहीं मुझे बट एक दूसरी कंपनी का लिया था मैंने मॉनिटर, वो भाई शिट मॉनिटर। अरे भगवान उठा ले, बहुत लिनोवो भाई कंपनी बेकार भाई, कितना बेकार कस्टमर केयर है लिनोवो का, भगवान उठा ले बस। मैं बताऊं, कोई सामान लेना है ना तुम लोगों को महंगा, कभी भी ऑनलाइन मत जाना, मजाक से हटके। एक चीज बताता हूँ, ऑनलाइन का सीन क्या है ना, खराब है, बिल्कुल बर्बाद सीन है, ठीक है। क्या हुआ था, एक बार की बात है, रुको मैं पहले इसको कर देता हूँ, ऐसे कर देते हैं, ठीक है। सुनो, एक बार की अभी रिसेंट की बात है, मैंने लिया था मॉनिटर अपना, ठीक है। ये मॉनिटर लेने के बाद मेरे साथ हुई बड़ी बुरी। क्या बुरी हो गई मेरे साथ कि मेरा मॉनिटर की 3 साल की वारंटी थी, बट साल हो गया, 1 ही साल में खराब वो। अब जब वो 1 साल में खराब, तो मैंने भाई ऑब्वियसली कस्टमर केयर के पास जाऊंगा मैं, और अभी मेरे को अबाउट 1.5 साल हो गया उसको कस्टमर केयर के पास लेके घूमते हुए वो नहीं मान रहे। मैंने कंज्यूमर कोर्ट के अंदर केस कर दिया। केस करने के बाद भाई कोर्ट के चक्कर लग रहे हैं ऐसी की तैसी, दूसरा उसके अंदर वो लग रहे हैं दुनिया भर के पैसे वगैरह भी लगे, क्योंकि भाई ऑब्वियसली केस करने में लगेंगे ही। और मॉनिटर तब भी नहीं है, मॉनिटर में तब भी दूसरा सैमसंग का खरीदा है। तो भाई ऑनलाइन मत खरीदो, ऑनलाइन लेना ही शिट है। ऑफलाइन खरीदा मैंने इस बार भी। ऑफलाइन क्या है ना, अगर तुम ऑफलाइन लेते हो तुम दुकानदार के सिर में मार सकते हो जाके। ऑनलाइन ले लिया अगर तो क्या कर लोगे, क्या ही कर लो, कॉल मिलाते बैठोगे, सारी जिंदगी बैठते रहोगे, बस कॉल ही कॉल करते रह जाओगे। कोई महंगी चीज लो, हमेशा ऑफलाइन लेना, ऑनलाइन लेना ही खराब है। काले जेली बाज दी शकीन कुड़ी, लेट्स गो। हो गई भाई, बस हो गई।
तो मैं सोच रही थी मैं छतरपुर आपसे मिलने जाऊंगी।
वाह, कितने दिनों से जुड़े हैं?
1 महीना हुआ होगा मेरे को, बाकी मेरे को आपसे बहुत ज्यादा
व्हाट द फक
हुआ होगा मेरे को, बाकी मेरे को आपसे बहुत ज्यादा
look at him, अरे भाई,
बाकी मेरे को आपसे बहुत ज्यादा
अरे भाई
मेरे को आपसे बहुत ज्यादा
वही मेरे लिए तो सबसे एम्बैरेसिंग वही मोमेंट रहता है।
अगर क्रिकेटर नहीं होते तो आप क्या होते?
मे बी इन आर्मी, ट्राई करता बट या मेरा तो फैमिली का प्लान था कि मेरे को कनाडा शिफ्ट करना था, तो बट अभी इमेजिन मैं अगर क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहा हूं।
ओए बुमराह कनाडा जाएगा ब्रो। बुमराह इज फ्रॉम पंजाब, कनाडा
में कहीं काम कर रहा होता, टैक्सी चला रहा होता।
ब्रो he did too bad। ये क्या है?
पे जा रहा हूँ माँ।
हाय प्रेम।
हाय जेनी,
मुझे तुमसे
बड़ी अच्छी नौकरी मिली है और टाइम पे जाना बहुत जरूरी है। ओके टाटा बाय।
अरे कनिष्क चल रहा गहरी चाल, मथुरा पे आया भूचाल। हाथ जोड़ना कृष्ण कन्हैया, पानी लगा दो भक्तों की नैया। यारों का यार दुश्मनों की हार।
लेट्स गो,
रोल नंबर 21 बना सुपरस्टार।
लेट्स गो।
They're coming straight.
Solid though. One of the audience, bring it out to the wider world to see.
हो गया चलो लेट्स गो, खत्म हुआ ये। लेट्स गो खत्म हुआ फाइनली।
You're happy enough with the result though, right?
I'm extremely happy about it. Honestly, it went far beyond my expectations. I think no game designer out there will ever be like, oh, players learn things way slow. Yeah.
Do you want to be a caster? I mean, a tri-cast could work, you know?
One of these.
Oh yeah, see it just
You're
here.
right.
Yeah.
That's why Leviathan got melted. That was so good.
So damage-wise for the half shield and full shield, effectively talking about that. Well, the difference between one shot with the Vandal or two shots with the rifles. So I mean that's why it makes you super squishy if you sit inside those smokes. But outside of that, you really have to respect sitting inside these smokes, challenging them, because we see that now in the meta so commonly.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we kind of got. You know, we felt good about smokes in the kind of post-death world.
Super aggressive as a controller and still have the ability to contribute.
Yeah, this has been an exceptionally fun day. Thank you so much for joining us here. We are going to hand it down to the interview with Kukuka and Mixwell.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos después de este maravilloso showmatch? Vamos a coger unas primeras impresiones de lo que ha sido este agente. We're here to grab some first impressions by the first people who get to play it here on the stage. I'm with Mimi and Mixwell. First, Mixwell, congratulations on the win. It's lovely to see you back on the stage. Why don't you start giving us some first impressions on what the agent can do, what you think is very strong?
Okay, I'm gonna speak in Spanish, so Mimi can speak in English. Mis primeras impresiones de Clove es un personaje muy diferente a lo que hay. Es un personaje muchísimo más agresivo, que puede entrar con el duelista y morir para poder seguir tirando smoke. No quieren jugar smokes, van a acabar jugando.
Parece que es un guiño a alguien específico aquí en el.
क्या कर रहे हैं? Vigo aquí, Vigo aquí.
He was saying that it's a very aggressive smoker for all of those players that do want to be in the duelist but have to play a smoker. This would be a perfect addition because of the wrestling ability. Now, you, Mimi, do you think that there's going to be a place in competitive for this agent? First of all.
First of all, I'm gonna put my controller Vanya on this. This agent because I love it. I love it. So much. It's gonna be so much.
Okay, then follow up with that one. What other agents do you think you could combo it with?
Amazing question, first of all. I'm not sure, honestly. Anything that has a like a Raisinade or a like KO Molly or something that can combine with the exactly with the like DK.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Le estaba preguntando si creía que es una gente que se va a utilizar en el competitivo. Ella dice que Vania, una de las jugadoras de su equipo, en cuanto llegue a casa le va a poner a practicar y que hay que combarla con alguna gente que tenga daño en la utilidad, como una granada de race o todas este tipo de habilidades. Okay, last question is going to be for you, Mixwell, and it's not actually a question. I'm just going to give you some time so you can address the stage here in Madrid. Te voy a dejar que digas lo que quieras aquí al stage de Madrid en este pedazo de evento que estamos teniendo, sobre todo para crear un poco de hype en la final que se viene ahora.
Hola a todos, chicos, ¿cómo estamos? Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias a todos por lo que habéis hecho por mí. Sin vosotros yo no estaría aquí jugando hoy, así que os agradezco de corazón todo lo que hacéis por mí. Sois los mejores. Y
भाई पता नहीं चल रहा क्लोव कब आ रही है. पता नहीं चल रहा क्लोव कब आ रही है, ठीक है. बाकी मैच कब शुरू हो रहा है वो मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा, ठीक है. We are just sitting and waiting for Sentinels and Gen.G का मैच. बड़ा ऐसी की तैसी शुरू होने को तैयार ही नहीं है.
Y ahora mismo volvemos.
हो गया खत्म, हो गया खत्म. अगले 3 मिनट में शुरू होगा, ठीक है. 3 मिनट तक वेट करते हैं यार, और क्या कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. वेट करते हैं 3 मिनट तक. कुछ देख लेते हैं यूट्यूब पे, तब तक मीम वगैरह देख लेते हैं थोड़ी, ठीक है. लेट्स गो.
इधर क्या कर रहा है? पिक्चर देखना है क्या?
भाई नहीं नहीं भाई, होमवर्क करने आया भाई.
कमाल का है भाई का.
ऐसे बंदे इंडिया में बहुत मिलेंगे भाई, ऐसे बंदे इंडिया में बहुत मिलेंगे. अपने घर में रहते हैं यार. काम से आके बेटा, काम से आएगा. हाँ भाई काम से आए. स्कूल से, अच्छा स्कूल से आएगा. नहीं नहीं नहीं, कहीं से नहीं आए, हम लोग भी स्कूल में ही हैं. बहुत रहता है भाई, बहुत रहता है।
हाँ, अब ये तैयार है। ये छोटी लगती है पर मुझे यकीन
ए यो
है अंदर से बहुत
यो
बड़ी
यो
होगी और इसमें शावर और बेड भी
मुंबई बहुत महंगा शहर है भाई, बहुत महंगा शहर है। व्हाट द फक भाई।
अरे इसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं है।
इसका मतलब तुम खो गए हो, लेकिन पहले अब तुम रोना बंद करो। ये शिनचैन, देखो ये बच्चा गुम हो गया है। ये तो बहुत बुरी बात है। बाय।
हो गया। ए यो भाई नो स्पीड। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय नो स्पीड ब्रो? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय नो स्पीड?
करे तो लड़कियों को घर में रखा जाता है, उनसे खाना बनवाया जाता है। अगर स्कूल थोड़ी दूर में होती
नहीं, लड़की को तो बड़ी बढ़ावा मिला है। लड़की के तो कहाँ घर में खाना कौन बना रहे हैं
सर? बहुत
इस सरकार में लड़की के तो बढ़ावा मिला है
जी। तो क्या आप लड़कों को बढ़ावा देंगे?
नहीं, हम लड़कियों का हम जनरल काम करेंगे।
भाई नो स्पीड, आई शो नो स्पीड। अरे बस भाई, बस भाई रहने दे। इशी ऑनलाइन, इशी ऑनलाइन। डोंट टेल मी शी इज। सीधे बिहार से भाई, सीधे बिहार से।
सर जब आप आ जाएंगे, अगर जीत कर आ जाते हैं, तो सर आप अपने इलाके में युवाओं को नौकरी दिलवाने के लिए सर क्या करेंगे?
कोशिश करेंगे।
कोशिश करेंगे। अरे भाई लव इट, कोशिश करेंगे। जेन्युइन है भाई उसका भी। What the fuck is this हंसी? Stop this shit. Give me in 400 no. भाई बार्गेनिंग करने आया ऑनलाइन। What the fuck भाई? अबे भाई। ओ fuck ओ। वो स्मार्ट बांग्लादेश है, स्मार्ट बंगाल क्या बोल रहा था वो? अरे बेचारा। हो गया, शुरू हो गया।
ourselves here at the grand finals for the runback of all runbacks. How will the story end? Let's just go ahead and find out. I'm Golden Boy, you got me, you got High Pocket. This is
करो यार, शुरू करो यार। ये 1 घंटे से मैं थक गया भाई, थक गया भाई।
The show match was absolutely what a warm up for them for the grand final.
And the game hasn't even started
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
And they're already this loud. It's already this full.
Yeah, it's unbelievable stuff, but regardless of what
बैठ गए, आके बैठ गए हम लोग अपना वो कर रहे हैं। देखो ट्रेनिंग के अंदर, ट्रेनिंग के अंदर बैठ के अपना क्या कहते हैं यार, मैं सिंपल वर्ड भूल गया भाई। प्लीज याद दिला दो, मुझे बहुत रिग्रेट रह जाएगा। क्या वार्म अप कर रहे हैं, वार्म अप कर रहे हैं। गॉट इट, वार्म अप कर रहे हैं। क्या लगता है भाई, तुम लोगों को क्या लगता है? ठीक है, कौन जीतेगा? जेनजी जीतेगी या फिर सेंटिनल्स? मेरे हिसाब से जेनजी के ज्यादा चांसेस जीतने के, बट अगर सेंटिनल जीत गई, सेंटिनल के भी चांसेस हैं क्यों जीतने के, ठीक है। अगर सेंटिनल जीत गई भाई, बहुत गंदी होगी भाई, ये बहुत गंदी होगी। अरे यार खा पी के डगारे ले रहा हूं मैं, ये बहुत गंदी होगी। मैं एक चीज समझाऊं, ठीक है। व्हाइट बोर्ड मिलेगा अपने को, व्हाइट बोर्ड मिलेगा। यार वो फ्री ऑनलाइन व्हाइट बोर्ड देखो, ये देखो, ये देखो। पहले क्या था, ये हो गई अपनी सेंटिनल, ठीक है। ये हो गई जेन.जी, ठीक है। ये हो गई सेंटिनल, ठीक है। पहले इन दोनों का मैच हुआ फाइनल्स के लिए, ठीक है। अब मैच हुआ इसके, जेन.जी जीत गई, जेन.जी पहुंच गई फाइनल्स में। बट अभी ये खत्म नहीं हुआ था। सेंटिनल्स का आगे जाके एक और बंदे मैच होता है, जो कि पीछे लाइक हारे हुए थे, जो ग्रैंड फाइनल्स के लिए सिलेक्टेड नहीं थे, जो कि फाइनल्स के अंदर हारे थे। ग्रैंड फाइनल है, ये वाला ग्रैंड फाइनल है। ये वाले फाइनल्स थे, फाइनल्स के अंदर जो हारे हुए थे। तो हारी हुई टीम वो और हारी हुई टीम सेंटिनल, इन दोनों का गेम हुआ। एंड इन दोनों का गेम होने के बाद सेंटिनल जीत गई, जो कि थी पीआरएक्स। ये टीम थी पीआरएक्स, ठीक है। पीआरएक्स से ये जीती, तो सेंटिनल आ गई ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में। अब ग्रैंड फाइनल्स में सेंटिनल वर्सेस जेन.जी आज हो रहा है। व्हाट द फक इज दिस? क्या बन गया? अरे भाई, अरे भाई, ओके ओके ओके, लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो, ठीक है। तो भाई यहाँ पे ये हो गया है। अब अगर आज जेन.जी जीती तो ठीक है, माना जाएगी। पहले भी सेंटिनल वर्सेस जेन.जी के जेन.जी जीती थी। बट अगर आज जीत गई सेंटिनल्स, ब्रो दिस विल बी टू बैड, टू बैड। मतलब बड़ी बुरी हो जाएगी ये सेंटिनल उस अपने इसके साथ जेन जी के साथ ना, बहुत बुरी हो जाएगी, सही नहीं होगा बेचारों के साथ।
Well, it's worked so far. Thank you very much.
Well, it's their game that brought
वैसे मैं चाहता हूँ कि सेंटिनल जीते, मैं उसके साथ हूँ, बाकी देखते हैं। ठीक है, बाकी देखते हैं। गेम स्टार्ट होने वाली है, लेट्स गो।
Here's the thing, yes, there's history on that side of the field, but let's actually head over to the other side of the stage because it has taken TenZ almost 3 years to get back to this spot in a global final. And Mike, this could be a massive achievement for a guy who started off his career in Valorant white hot.
Yeah, I mean, as the chosen one, we keep talking about being the chosen one, but this is a player there was so much hype about, so many questions about when, you know, there was a little bit of a drop-off and a few iterations of this Sentinels roster, but so far, so good, looking absolutely, well, godlike, to be honest with you, back to the original form that we know and love from TenZ.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not playing the same roles. He's not doing the same things. Back then, he could lock Jet, dominate every map, and win every single game. They didn't drop a map on that run. But this time around, TenZ making it to a final, it has been the hard road. It has been every third map. It has been every lower bracket game. And it's been him playing on new roles, becoming so much more of a team player than he was 3 years ago.
Yeah, we have definitely seen the evolution of TenZ throughout his career as a Valorant professional. Actually, here's what TenZ had to say about the squad during yesterday's post-match interview. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
I think this is the best iteration that Sentinels has had for a roster. Just, we work together, we get along, we're great friends, and I think we trust each other, and that's what matters the most.
Best iteration of the roster, but I think we all can agree that most definitely is the case here, Mimi. I mean, it does feel like this Sentinels team, like, just rose back up like a phoenix from the ashes practically, because it felt like they were pretty much, you know, dead men walking at one point in time, and now here they are in a grand final.
Yeah, it's been 2 years of struggle, 3 years even of struggle for this organization to make it back to this point as an international competitor. But they've taken the time. They've invested in rookie players along with the veterans. They've brought on a coach who has instilled such fantastic fundamentals and has really built a team that is incredibly cohesive. And Sentinels have never really had that to this extent before.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so impressive, this run that we're seeing from them. But of course, TenZ and Sassy have already held global trophies above their head, but the other 8 players on that stage today have not. And in fact, two of them are here for the first time ever. They literally showed up, and then now they're in a final. It's Karen and it's Gen.G, which is so incredible because Gen.G doing this as an IGL has been utterly impressive, but then Karen genuinely is a god.
Yeah, he actually is, well, a ranked god, to be honest, pulled straight from the depths of the Radiant ladder. But yeah, he's looked absolutely phenomenal individually, but also just in terms of, I guess, his macro kind of input as a controller for Gen.G has been absolutely pivotal to their success.
And on the other side for Gen.G, this is a guy who has been grinding at it since the beginning. He's played in EMEA, he moved over to North America, he grinded in Tier 2, even meeting Kaplan back then. Then Kaplan gets this chance with Sentinels. He gets his opportunity on Tier 1, and for a young IGL, he goes absolutely nuclear. His first ever international event, and he's led his team.
चलो भाई शुरू होने वाला है, लग गए देखो कस्टम में आ गए हैं, शुरू होने वाला है, let's go guys, we are ready.
He's so clutch. I still
We are ready to watch the domination. ठीक है, देखते हैं कौन जीतेगा.
Both these guys, they're young, they're new to this pressure, and they're both stepping up, winning clutches, popping.
ये गंजू बढ़िया खेलता है.
It is ridiculous what these rookies have achieved.
Yeah, it has been mind-blowing.
ये गंजू बहुत बढ़िया खेलता है.
Player who has actually been shattering our brains is Zekken, and he's actually standing by with Yinsu to get some words as we get ready for this matchup.
Hello, Zekken. Welcome to the grand finals. You've had such a great tournament so far. Tell me, what's been the secret and the reason behind your individual success and performance?
I could lie and say that it's hard work and dedication, but the truth is it's all through the SEN bundle. It really gives me the ability and the power to play well, so please go and buy the Sentinels bundle.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
भाई किस लेवल पे प्रमोशन कर रहा है वो?
Maybe a little bit of hard work and dedication. Maybe just a teensy bit.
I guess Zekken's just had the commission changed in his contract as well.
Yeah,
It's matching Celsius, yeah.
My guy's making plays out there. Make sure he getting paid. In any case, though, folks.
भाई Zekken is really good player. मजाक से हटके भाई बेस्ट है भाई Zekken इन सब में. Zekken बेस्ट है. क्लचेस क्यूटी निकालता है. जॉन क्यूटी क्लचेस निकालता है. TenZ तो बस पूरे ओवरऑल गेम में अच्छा खेलता है. बट बेस्ट जो खेलता है वो ज़ेकन है और क्लच निकालने वाला क्यूटी है, बाकी सबके सब सपोर्ट प्लेयर्स हैं।
Sentinels, but you know what? I'll take the 38 point.
I'll take a 38. I thought it was going to be worse than that, to be honest with you.
I really did.
Yeah, Sentinels are the fan favorite today, but you have to give this Gen.G
मेरे हिसाब से सेंटिनल जीत जाएगी इस बार, ठीक है, सेंटिनल जीत जाएगी।
silently made a run here at Madrid, beating team after team. No one was super excited about them until suddenly, they're in the upper finals. Oh, they're in the grand finals. This team just plays fantastic, fundamental Valorant at a very high level. All of their individuals are in white-hot form. It's time to stop doubting these guys. They're on the precipice of maybe lifting a trophy today.
Yeah, and I think talking about it being quietly along like the sidelines to the headline, which is Sentinels returning here, looking in great form. They have just played some really clean Valorant. It's bread and butter.
ये वही हो रहा है, वही हो रहा था इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हुआ था। इंडिया डायरेक्ट आई, ऑस्ट्रेलिया फिर आई बाद में और ऐसी की हरा के चलती बनी। वही है कि जेन.जी डायरेक्ट आई, अब सेंटिनल आई है इधर उधर टेढ़ा मेढ़ा होके और हराती चलती बनेगी, वही होगा।
Off-season. This is a team who has really dedicated themselves to the grind. Since the beginning of 2024, they have played every match possible, and it's the reason they're so good.
You know, I have to say, though, something that has been very impressive on the other side of this stage has been Gen.G's, well, overall attitude about this event. Just their performance as a whole. It genuinely feels like this team, something that we have noticed before, like when DRX would play, or even PaperX, you felt that pressure. For some reason, these guys are cool as a cucumber.
They look like naturals up there.
Yeah,
it's
like
like,
they belong there.
Yeah, like
they
it's not a big shock to be on the international stage and you know, facing off against teams like Sentinels, PaperX, Loud, for example. Some international.
भाई एक चीज दिखाऊं, ओरियो, ठीक है, दिस इज ओरियो। इसको फाड़ने का तरीका एक तो ये है नॉर्मल, बट मैं हूँ थोड़ा तगड़ा बंदा, ठीक है, मैं इसको ऐसे पकड़ के दबा देता हूँ दोनों, क्योंकि इसके हवा बढ़िया रहती है, ठीक है, पकड़ो और दबा दो, बूम, परफेक्ट परफेक्ट। लुक एट दिस, परफेक्ट पड़ता है भाई, बहुत प्यार बहुत प्यारी तरीका। बाकी बैठ जाओ भाई, सब अपने अपने पॉपकॉर्न लेके बैठ जाओ, देखते हैं।
Absolutely, you dial into that experience, but also Sassy has been heating up. Last few series, been way more impressed with his individual performance, but also his contribution to some of the executions around his utility, which have been, I'll be honest, the burning questions. Not necessarily the numbers he's putting up, it's the value that he's bringing to center.
Yeah, also, when he's in the server, even if he's not putting up numbers, he's putting up great supportive utility. One of the reasons why Zekken looks like the best in the world right now is the Gecko or Sky player, who's saucy behind him. But on top of that, it's the emotional leadership, too. He brings that world championship attitude to this squad. He lets them know, we can do this, we can win this trophy, and it's the same for Zelsis as well. They have guys who will keep them in it today.
I don't know if you guys could tell, but your boy's sweating up here because it's hot.
भाई
I'm all about it. I want to know the real quick.
सैसी और जेल्सिस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है टीम का, जेन्युइन बात बताऊं, बहुत अच्छे सपोर्ट प्लेयर्स हैं भाई, बहुत अच्छे। I love them.
Sentinels is what Mimi says. Hi, Pac, what about you?
Gen.G walking their way to a trophy today. I'm telling you. And do you know what? We had this conversation before this event started. I was like, I'm not buying it, GB.
Dude,
I'm not buying it.
80% सेंटिनल के साथ 82, तो अब 70 पे आ गया, बट 70 रहेगा, वो 70 से 80 रहेगा, 70 से 80% सेंटिनल के साथ रहेंगे भाई, पक्की बात है ये।
They absolutely could. It would be history for them walking on here with rookies, with a roster that had no expectations to make it now to a grand final, to have a chance to beat Sentinels and lift a trophy. It would be an incredible moment for their league, for their country, and for all 5 members on that stage.
Oh boy,
genuine.
Feel it. The electricity in this room is palpable. Everyone, I mean, basically the seats are packed.
Let's go.
This is going to be a banger, and the wait is over. Today, someone's walking away with the trophy. It's Gen.G versus Sentinels, a best of 5. The Masters Madrid Grand Final starts right now.
Let's go guys. भाई trying to be cool comment कि हूँ नहीं क्या भाई cool, भाई हूँ नहीं क्या cool, मैं नहीं हूँ तो बता भाई, बन जाएंगे। Let's go 3 2 1। नहीं हुआ मेरे 1 पे, what the fuck। स्टार्ट होने वाला है, अबे यार पुराना दिखा रहे हैं, ओ भाई मजा आएगा भाई, मजा आएगा भाई।
At my career as a whole, things don't always go your way. It's not always a perfect road.
Hopes and dreams of building a dynasty this year left in tatters. The Sentinels are sent home. They only win a season.
मैं उस लेडी कमेंटेटर की बात कर रहा था, मैं सुना नहीं, मैं लेडी सुनता नहीं हूँ, मैं ध्यान नहीं देता, ठीक है, इसलिए सुन नहीं पाया मैं।
But I am thankful for the opportunities I've been given, just the path that has allowed me to be the person, the player I am today.
Let's go, let's go.
Sentinels take down Newton on map 2 on Haven to take the series to move forward to the grand finals. Newton surely got rocked here by Sentinels.
अबे यार ये क्या है, ये क्या है, सैड कहानी की तरह सुना रहे हैं भाई। शुरू करो ना, शुरू करो ना। We don't give a fuck भाई, गेम शुरू करो ऐसी की तैसी।
네, 결국에 끝까지 제가 프로를 시작했었던 첫 이유가 이제
मानने को तैयार नहीं है यार बंदे।
우승이었기 때문에
As Gen.G start Dean to 3 Sentinels. They booked their spot in the grand final.
Estamos aquí en directo en Masters Madrid. Los fans acuden del mundo entero para apoyar. For my premier team, I'm the IGL.
Are you planning to make it to pro? Is that
Yeah, that's the plan.
I actually came here from the United States to come see Masters. First Korean team in the grand finals.
진짜 너무 팬이에요. 공부하러 왔다가 원래 한국으로 3월에 가려고 했는데 급하게 꺾어가지고 경기 전부 예매했습니다. 이거 먼치킨 선수 신발.
신발을
신났대? 이거는 나는 라키아 선수 옷이랑 서 선수 옷백이 안 가져오시다 가지고.
진짜 개꿀. 감사합니다.
일단 저희가 팀
सामान बांट रहे हैं यार ये तो।
되게 저희들끼리 친목을 중요시했어요.
भाई लेट्स मेक अ टीम। अरे अरे मैं कहने वाला था, इंडिया की टीम नहीं है ब्रो, इंडिया की टीम एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती। वी नीड टू मेक अ प्रोफेशनल टीम फॉर वेलोरेंट। वी नीड टू बी गुड प्लेयर्स गाइस। हमें जाना पड़ेगा, जीतना पड़ेगा। दैट इज इट, वी नीड टू बी द बेस्ट। ठीक है भाई, इस चैनल पे आज मैं बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है, आज मैं बता रहा हूँ अच्छे वैलोरेंट प्लेयर्स की खोज शुरू हो रही है। यहाँ पे अच्छा डोलेज चाहिए, अच्छा डोलेज चाहिए कि मैं इनिशिएटर वगैरह सब अच्छा खेल लेता हूँ। अच्छा एक ऐसा डोलेज चाहिए जो कि सूद दे आदमी को। बाकी उतना मैं अच्छा इनिशिएटर नहीं खेलता मैं कि सबको मार डाले, बट या वी विल प्ले। अभी बहुत प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, बट जाना पड़ेगा भाई, प्रोफेशनल टीम बनानी पड़ेगी। ठीक है भाई, वी आर द बेस्ट। सही कह रहा है, इंडिया इज द बेस्ट भाई, इंडिया इज द बेस्ट। हर जगह आगे होनी चाहिए इंडिया। क्यों नहीं है गेमिंग में, क्यों नहीं है इंडिया आगे? ये बात मेरे को समझ नहीं आती। गेमिंग में इंडिया आगे होनी चाहिए ब्रो। गेमिंग की प्रोफेशनल टीम बनानी पड़ेगी हम लोगों को। ठीक है, गेमिंग की प्रोफेशनल टीम बनानी पड़ेगी।
It's not always a perfect road. I'm just really thankful.
लेट्स गो टीम बनानी पड़ेगी भाई।
May the best team win.
Hello everyone, hola a todos Madrid. Es un placer estar aquí con todos vosotros. Aquí a Madrid llegaron los 8 mejores equipos, los más en forma, representando a 4 regiones.
अरे यार,
Es el gran momento, es el momento que todo el mundo esperaba. Y la pregunta es...
ये दोस्तों आ गए हैं। वी आर बैक विद सेंटिनल्स। तालियां बजाना बंद करो, तालियां बजाना बंद करो, चुप हो जाओ बिल्कुल। आ रहा है यहाँ पे टेंस आ रहा है। बिजी हाँ दोस्तों, घर से लेके आए पाव भाजी। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। अरे 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 The fuck? अबे वो पुरतो कर रहा है ऐसी की तैसी। पुरतो कर रहा है ऐसी की तैसी। हम तो करेंगे ना भाई, हम तो करेंगे ना, करना पड़ेगा ना। बाय द सैन बंडल चल रहा है अब तक जेल्सिस का ना। ये बंदा भाई अपने टीम के बंडल को प्रमोट करने में लगा पड़ा है। यार कब तक शुरू करेंगे यार, कब तक स्टार्ट करेंगे यार, कब तक बिठा के रखेंगे ऐसे लोग मेरे को। भाई क्योंकि हम अभी पैदा हुए हैं। सही कह रहा है, हम अभी पैदा हुए हैं, वरना कब की टीम पैदा। अभी कहाँ पैदा हुए यार, कितना और साल हो गए ऐसी की तैसी। बट हाँ उम्र अभी हुई है गेमिंग की, उम्र अभी हुई है हमारी गेमिंग की। तो लेट्स गो। इंडियन गेमिंग को चेंज करना पड़ेगा भाई। इंडियन गेमिंग के अंदर एक वैलोरेंट की टीम बननी चाहिए, ठीक है, जो कि जाए प्रोफेशनली बहुत आगे, ठीक है। व्हाट द फक भाई, एंट्री जैसे हो रही है। लोकियो भाई, लुक एट देयर फेसेस। औरतें लग रहे हैं वैसी की जैसी एंट्री करते हुए, पतले सुख। अरे यार कम ऑन यार, दिस शुड नॉट बी लाइक दिस यार। गेमर्स को मैं मानता हूँ, पता है गेमर्स का पता क्या होना चाहिए, गेमिंग करो और जिम जाओ ऐसी की तैसी। पूरा दिन गेमिंग इज, क्या कर रहे हैं भाई, क्या कर रहे हैं। एक साइड हॉबी होनी चाहिए ना। गेमिंग करो, जिम जाओ, सिंपल बात। जिम जाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यार। ऐसा एकदम जैक्ड बल्क्ड अप ऐसे होगा ना गेमर, वाओ भाई वाओ। दिखते प्यारे है ना, दिखते प्यारे। तुम्हारे भाई को देख लो, बल्क्ड अप जैक्ड गेमर ब्रो। आगे दोनों टीम्स आ गई है, दोनों टीम्स आ गई है। कितनी सुंदर ट्रॉफी है, वाओ भाई वाओ। दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल गाइस, दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल, ठीक है।
It's been a difficult road for both of these teams, from failing to make an impact at the start of the VCT era to now being in the main event. Only one will hold a trophy over their head, and it's now time to determine who walks away as the inaugural champion of the season. Is it the America's #1 or the Pacific #1? We're ready for war.
It's been over 1,000 days since Sentinels and Tens hit a grand final stage at an international event. After grinding it out, finding opportunities for year after year, they've made it back. But they're up against Gen.G, a team that has already made history. The first Korean team to make it to a grand finals and a chance to win the first trophy for their region.
And here is your Omen map select, and we're going to see what we're playing in here. And a smart decision for Gen.G. They have both of the bans. They decided to get rid of Lotus as well as Sunset. Good maps for the Sentinels.
And to start things out on Breeze as well, maybe looking for a little confidence booster if it's even required to start this series off.
It was 13-3 that Gen.G won that map last time. Their double controller, Jet, Yoru comp ripped Sentinels apart.
This is going to be an epic battle between two teams that not only have crossed
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
obviously, but for both of these squads, they're really trying to see where are the margins of victory, because neither team, I'm suspecting, is going to be giving anything up. But I'm really looking at that Breeze to be the tone setter of this game, just like what Sentinels did to Paper X yesterday on Lotus.
I think the tone setter, but then you've got to look towards Split. The question marks that have arisen recently around Sentinels. Actually, this doesn't even feel
अच्छे मैप चूज किया, ठीक है।
now. Can they ride on that previous victory once again?
सनसेट में मजा आता है यार, सनसेट में मजा आता है। सनसेट करना चाहिए था, मजा आता।
They just want to play. They're trying to focus more on their own game today, and that's the same focus that Gen.G said after. Still, it's going to be brutal. Back-to-back BO5s game after game for the Sentinels. Well, Gen.G has had time to study their opponent and prepare for this rematch.
But one has to wonder, though, that lower bracket run, right, gives you the confidence, especially taking out a Paper X team that I think were just shooting out of their minds in this tournament, especially toward the later end. One has to wonder if that kind of warm-up, if that initial battle could actually pay off for them here in the grand final.
I mean, scorelines aside, it's an exhausting series to play against a team like Paper X, but whether or not that now, you know, kind of puts them in a position to be ready for what Gen.G is going to pull out here in the grand finals.
You really have to focus on how incredible it is that Sentinels even made it here right through that BO5. This is Gen.G's first international event as an IGL at this level. He played Ascension before, fell flat there, but now he's managed to keep up the calls for so many.
ये रहा Zekken, बहुत प्यारा player है. Zekken is really good.
That's the question. We're into the ages
क्या pick किया है?
and there's no surprises.
Okay, Jet आ रही है.
They're same comps.
Tens ने अपना ले लिया, done. Okay, good.
I mean, the
Good
other
team.
thing being there's some takedown for this Gen.G composition.
Good team on
There's an
Breeze, ठीक है.
opportunity to go
Breeze के लिए
back
अच्छी
and
team है.
study where things went wrong, where there's some possibilities or opportunities to really make some impact on the side of Sentinels.
So we know that the Pacific teams really do like this Breeze. They like to play aggressive. They like to catch you off guard.
Not letting Sentinels play the set structured retakes that they love to.
1 मिनट में आ गया, 1 मिनट में आ.
Honestly, I feel like have a chance to kind of get dragged down into the chaos here by Gen.G with this comp. It's going to be tough for them to take home Breeze now.
Well, this is it. It's now time for the Madrid Grand Final. And let's go ahead and send it over to your casters. It's your boys, Bren and Sideshow.
Thank you very much. Let's get this one started in the Madrid arena. What a stage that's been set up, man. The scintillating SEN City trying to pave that road for a bit of redemption, but they got the pride of Pacific on the other side and a hell of an advantage waiting for them. That double map ban looks brutal to try and get through.
And it starts off here on Breeze. A rematch of our upper bracket finals, and this was the decider. Instead of to close, it's now to open. Side swap though. So what can SEN learn? They barely played any defense the last times that these two teams clashed, but there is footage out there. And another thing to note, Bren, Gen.G won all 6 pistols last time they played.
We are back, my boys. We are back.
Something that's got to be turned around.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay.
Mentioned that they put a lot of focus on themselves, not too much on the counter strategy.
Let's watch the game.
I think that might be wise as well. Breeze is going to be a
Okay, start हो गया.
It really comes down to a bit of form factor. Can you hit
Start
your
हो
shots?
गया.
Can you try
ठीक
and
है.
take down
देखते कौन जीतता है
the
भाई.
dogs that is Gen.G?
बने रहो भाई. बहुत तगड़ा मैच होने वाला है. बहुत तगड़ा होने वाला है. माँ कसम.
Setting up for the wall. Looks like a bit of an A split.
Going straight into Gen.Q's setup.
Gen.QT just crouched behind this one. Still flash. Molly coming through. Trip as well. And the counter play in.
Oh, ले गए.
Deleted him. Trip kill. Never seen that one before.
First kill हो गया.
Big
First kill हो गया.
stage. Here it is though. It slowed down Gen.G to a crawl. Lakia in through the back of the site though. And there's the response. The return of firepower. Zelsis left to pick up those pieces. But already a site has been gained and granted. Shock dart kills.
Yo.
2 versus 2.
2v2 बचा. 2v2 बचा.
Have to return to grab this spike. Zekken's gone to make the play, wrapping all the way around. He's got a Sheriff favored for long-range fights. And that shock not quite as successful as the prior. Sassy's been locked out and has given away his position. And Caron, new to the big stage, so aware, but he's missed the timing.
Just barely. From ranked to rookie to tier 1 stage to the chance to lift the trophy, Caron looking like he might take that first contact dart. Supportive util, Sassy finding it difficult to really get himself into the position. Second, walking wide, now the dart finally ready, clearing it. At least onto one position.
Okay, let's go. Play हो सकता है. This is the play. No. पहला राउंड Gen.G का निकल गया. अरे यार.
And another one of those pistol rounds going the way of Gen.G. The individual skill on this team is so high. Even after you see this ridiculous opener for Gen.Q, clearly anticipating an A-split from coming through, Sentinels simply couldn't capitalize on it. Lakia, one of those players with a lot of focus on him, was there to open up global events in Valorant, and is here now at our most recent, looking in incredible form.
Looking like he wants to have that second shot of revenge. I mean, he's already got it the first time in the upper bracket. Now a chance to really knock them down and deep. Now there's a flash play here with a util. Kills happening on multiple sections here with Meteor falling
The push down holes.
Yeah.
Push down holes.
Trying to squeeze them now with the drone close quarters. Combat might be in order, but again, there's that long sight line, and team's finally coming through with the right clicks. Finally, left clicks getting it done. Shock dust pulled out, maybe a bit frantic in terms of that approach. Sassy getting ahead of himself. Zelsis.
Okay. 3v3 चल रहा है, ठीक है?
Playing his life now.
It feels a little bit like a comm was missed there because the spike was dropped. And yet Tens is going for a repush.
Tens के पास second बाकी दोनों save कर रहे हैं, ठीक है?
But they had to recover that spike and had to be cautious doing so. Has Tens read this play perfectly though? Guardian in hand, and the rest of Gen.G are coming towards him.
Wouldn't this be something here? And he's going to be hearing it. Again, the rumble of the footsteps. He tries to take the timing before anybody was set up for it. And they run him down. All grouped up now, 3 players.
Tens मर गया.
Angle. What could have been a possibility now is just looking just more unlikely.
एक और निकल गया Gen.G का.
With the outlaw, everybody dies in a single shot, but it's a 1v3.
He's already been spotted out. Beautiful work from the IGL. So 3 players.
Gen.G जीत जाएगी यार, ऐसे तो यार, ऐसे गलत है ये.
Here for Gen.G off the back of that pistol round. A map that again have to iterate here that they are favoured in this situation. They've already played SEN on this map here. They absolutely trounced them.
That was a dismantling. One that had Appling claiming full responsibility for the choice to end up here. Had no choice whatsoever when it came to the grand finals, with Gen.G having that double map back. Heading into the bonus round. Meteor not too far away from being able to get close to his Yoru ult, which is super effective to be able to get into these sites. Even the information alone, little jump up, Zekken.
Yeah, he's pushed up deep here. Not too much to support.
जिताओ यार, जिताओ भाई ऐसे नहीं.
Sees it, hears it, and there's the kill. Collected onto Munchkin, but it's offset. Immediately onto the other side of the map. No fast pace increase here from Gen.G. Happy to just play for that pick, play for the orb, and now slow it down once more.
Tens तो यार ऐसी की तैसी करा रहा है यार. Tens ऐसी की तैसी करा रहा है.
Suspected they might to try to get the dimensional drift online. Instead, just going for texture. And SEN have been picking these kind of timings in the first 2 rounds to go for little explorations to see if they can get some more info. Instead, though, Zekken and Zelsis doubling up over towards A.
4v4.
This would be a re-hit. Just
ठीक है, 4v4 चल रहा है.
Down the other side.
Just that though, massive map control that's been lost here for Sentinels. You can feel it. Just
Double duelist खेल रहे हैं भाई. Double duelist और ये लोग double initiator. I think double initiator is better.
Gen.G now fully grouped up. Starting to hit into this side. But John QT is going to be sitting side by with his rifle. Might have to try and put a stop to this one, but it's difficult. Well, adversaries are trying to overcome here. Still not showing his hand. That potential there to set that one up, but finally a few shots fired and Rattle Texture has been creeping and crawling up onto the angle. Finally, then releases
फिर Gen.G जीत गई. बचे हूँ दोनों, but it is बहुत कम chances है उसका. जीत गई, फिर Gen.G जीत गई. वो ले गया.
That's 8 seconds left. A round-winning play, perhaps, but now a safe plan position for Meteor, tucked right behind the pillar. We'll be able to get the extension into the round.
Ult है Meteor के पास ult है. Ult करेगा. Let's go, bro. Zekken is the game, भाई. Zekken is the play. मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, Zekken बहुत बढ़िया खेलता है. Best player है भाई. Best player है Zekken.
These 2 teams played against each other, but you can't keep Zekken down for long. What we saw him do to PaperX, he tore them to pieces. 3 out of 4 of the maps, he was clearly the best player in the server. Dominating not just on Raze,
that was intense. That was intense.
But also finding his form and his footing on Jet, especially with rifle in hand. The timing on the cloudburst dropping, just giving him the perfect moment to deny the plant. And grabbing 2 on the back of it as well. Enormous play, and also demonstrating once more, Bren, that SEN are looking to play this defense aggressively. Not at the beginning of the round, not trying to force the fight, but looking for those mid-round timings to soak up a flank or a bit more info. And Zekken is going to be crucial to that.
It's a good adjustment as well, something to just upset those timings. Gen.G, they play pretty close together.
Look at this. Drone into elbow really makes it feel like Zekken could be pushing behind this. So everybody on Gen.G scared. Instead, the double push coming down halls. Great distraction play from Sassy.
Meteor, though, potentially getting some of that information over towards the one side with a nice Blade Storm.
Zekken ले गया Munchkin को.
Dropped. But now a scurry and scatter. Everybody running over towards that A site, seeing if they can at least reinforce Meteor's position. He's going to be tucked close.
Can they get a double face going with Zekken updrafting? Instead, just choosing to face it.
वो ऊपर टेक्सचर करेगा कुछ ना कुछ, टेक्सचर करेगा कुछ ना कुछ, टेक्सचर ले जाएगा। वो फॉरगेट, डोंट टेल मी, डोंट टेल मी, वो डोंट टेल मी, ओ फॉरगेट नीचे उतर गया।
Now the emphasis placed on him, a dash to the side here, but a pull online, not half, onto the spike. Could be a big difference maker, could be a massive one in fact. Gen.G have got them surrounded on almost every single front right now, picking them apart, the threads unraveling. Leave it at
जीत गया, जीत
but again, the
गया,
time
Gen.G
ticking
जीत
away.
गई।
It's just far too late for it. Gen.G find themselves up nice and easy onto that third.
John not even able to secure.
बेचारा सैसी वो भी नहीं कर पाया, सॉरी क्यूटी अपना वो भी नहीं कर पाया, सेव भी नहीं कर
Been
पाया।
able to keep it, perhaps they would have still been able to buy into the next. I love the play at the beginning of the round from Sen. I think it's really smart. Fake like seconds push in one direction, get the pick over towards Halls. But they also just allowed Meteor to run in with his ult and get the plant down. And he essentially did that just all on his own.
एक्स्ट्रा भी अच्छा
Once you're
है
in an after plant situation and Gen.G are walking all over the space, much more difficult to clean up, and Sen's retake protocols do not look as good here as on some of their other maps.
Definitely tell it's a map that's just been, less honed over time. Sentinels just missing a jump there. I mean, a deep dart, I believe, broken early, so Zekken didn't want to take the peak timing. So they're just holding down towards elbow. For Gen.G again, happy to play this one nice and slowly.
I believe Texture's positioning, he would have heard Gen.G use the aggressive cam over towards B. And that info may well get relayed to the rest of the team. Yeah, you can see it being...
Euro is the play on this map, ठीक है, Euro is the play.
And so they're expecting the stack to be over towards mid and A.
Incredibly deep positioning here. Hunter's Fury going to be offloaded from this particular position. That's Lakia returning it, so you can get a kill, but only to one tag, spotting out the positioning.
जल्दी उसको ले तो गया था, वो ऑलमोस्ट डैमेज लेने दी थी, ठीक है।
50 seconds left now. Sander make a way. Meander over towards that B side.
ओके, टेक्सचर रश करने जा रहा है। चला गया, ओके, टेक्सचर ने कर दिया पुश, टेक्सचर ने कर दिया पुश।
Gen.G has been anchoring in previous rounds. And this composition has
प्लान दे दिया, बहुत प्यारा लॉन्ग का प्लान दे रहे हैं, ठीक है। लॉन्ग का प्लान दे रहे हैं, लॉन्ग से खेलेंगे भी शायद से। ब्रो अल्ट दे दिया, ये जेन का निकलेगा, ये Gen.G का निकलेगा, अल्ट दे दिया।
See what damage he can do here. Still with the rifle in his hand. They found the first one, but again, a lot to get through. It's murky territory. A blight onto the B site.
बाकी यहाँ से अगर वो स्पाइक को कवर नहीं किया ना तो बहुत प्यारा निकाल सकती है। सेंट्रल बहुत प्यारा निकाल सकती है क्योंकि स्पाइक के उस साइड ही होंगे तो करो रैंडम फायरिंग, समझ रहे हो?
Working his way around, but he's being found. Sassy drops him. And one player left to stand is Lakia crouched.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. बहुत प्यारा, बहुत प्यारा। Oh भाई, what the fuck? Look at them. Look at the crowd, bro.
With a pit being invested as well, you think Gen.G have just got that wrapped up. It's a gorgeous flash recon play that catches Meteor, but then there's just a lot of timing plays all around the spot. All of these Gen.G players dying whilst looking the other way.
Yo, Loprit bro. Hello, भाई रोहित, क्या हाल चाल? Hello, Rohit brother. Welcome to the stream.
Not something that's that replicable, but certainly one that Sen can take.
बहुत सीरियस गेम चल रहा है, बहुत सीरियस गेम चल रहा है, ठीक है। ये से ओ इस बार जेकन का नहीं है, नो वे, इस टेक्सचर का है, टेक्सचर का अल्ट है, टेक्सचर का अल्ट है। जेकन किल निकालेगा यहाँ से, मेरे को लगता है कैरन जाएगा इधर से। करता रहा भाई, करता रहा, ऐसे ही कराता रहा।
The rest of Gen.G working their way up mid. One of the things that Sen said in their press conference was
वो शांत खेल रही है, इजी खेल रही है, लेट्स गो। हाँ, मिड टू ए जाएंगे, मिड टू ए जाएंगे। नो वेज वो लोग बी चले जाएं। बट उसने कर दिया, उसने मोड़ दिया। लेट्स गो मिड टू बी। साइफर खड़ा है वहां पे अपना, ठीक है, साइफर इज रेडी, जेट इज ऑल्सो रेडी। हो सकता है भाई जॉन क्यूटी वहीं खड़ा है, क्यूटी ले जाएगा, ठीक है, क्यूटी ले जाएगा। ब्रो सेटअप टूर, क्या सेटअप टूर दो यार यहाँ पे? एक कंप्यूटर है, एक मॉनिटर है, सबका सेटअप टूर सेम होता है भाई, सबका सेटअप टूर सेम होता है। लेट्स गो। ओरे टेंस का गेम, वाओ, ले गया भाई, ले गया, टेंस ले गया। मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, यहाँ पे एक जेकन निकालेगा वहां से, देखना जेकन निकालेगा, एक जेकन निकालेगा इसको तो। जल्द से ले गया।
really quite low. Only 11 seconds left. It's going to be barely able to get onto the side, but Karen has to clear a little bit. He might just have some time.
कर दिया ये प्लान दे दिया, बट वो आ गए, वो पीछे 10s आ गए अब ए पे.
Yes, we'll be able to get here. Sentinel surely don't let this one slip. A 1v3.
Karen though is going to be able to reposition slightly.
Let's go. 10s लेके जा पाएगा? ले गया 10. Oh नहीं लेके जा. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. यार ये ना हो जाए. नहीं नहीं नहीं. बहुत प्यारा राउंड निकला है भाई. ये ना हो जाए. Astra, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
He does not seem phased at all. Zekken to face him now. Again, slow walking onto the angle. The noise and information just being cut away entirely. It could just come down to chance. Cloudburst straight up into the air. Zekken diffusing. Drops down. Karen! A menace to him. The Scourge of Sentinels rips away the chance of that round.
अरे यार. Sentinel का गेम था यार. ये Sentinel का गेम था. ये गलत हो गया.
And the aim and the precision is
भाई क्या लेके गया, क्या लेके गया, क्या लेके गया कैरन.
with a phantom at long range on Breeze, ripping off heads. Yes, the timing on the trade is not perfect. It's not a double swing from SEN, but they don't expect the guy to be holding that and winning that.
Karen is just that guy. I mean, he just seems unshaken.
इस बार तो Zekken किल निकालेगा कि वो लोग मिड से ही आएंगे और ऑप है मिड पे. ठीक है, ऑप है मिड पे. सेसी मरेगा यहाँ से. मेरे को लग रहा है सेसी मरेगा, बट ओके. उसके पास अपना वो है, ड्रोन है. लेट्स गो उसने ले लिया, इन्फो निकाल लिया. प्यारा ले गया. टेल मी ये सेसिया क्या प्यारा अल्ट है, क्या प्यारा अल्ट दिया है. लेट्स गो.
Perfect counter to what Gen.G were going for. Immaculate stuff from SEN. And still throughout all of this they're looking to go aggressive.
Zekken तो ऑप लेके कहीं बैठा है, तैसी करा रहा है. ए पे बैठा है जहाँ पे कि ऑप का कुछ काम भी नहीं है.
Of SEN playing in this finals.
जो कैसी पोजीशन में बैठा है वो.
Rotate around the map on their attack side and their defense side, getting people into good positions like that for info. Impeccable.
Seems like a clear game.
मंचकिन वेट कर रहा है लाकिया का, और लाकिया आ रहा है लेके
But
स्पाइक.
also Sassy, really the playmaker there.
Of course.
I thought he was going to get overwhelmed. You saw him get the tag onto Meteor, and I thought that SEN were going to get baited into the fact that there was only one there. Clearly.
ये वाला राउंड तो निकलना चाहिए. ठीक है, ये वाला राउंड पिछले वाला भी निकलने वाला था यार. पक कर देते हैं ना लोग बीच बीच में फिर ऐसी की तैसी. 10s ने और उसने हक दिया कितना गंदा. फैंटम के साथ मारा उसने लॉन्ग रेंज पे दोनों को. गलत ही कर दिया.
Very solid stuff. And Gen.G are just going to go for a save here after Karen got them a 1v3.
दोनों के पास वेंडल है इस बार. ठीक है, उधर भी सबके पास वेंडल है. एक के पास ऑपरेटर है. Let's go. मजा आएगा.
Because he went for the peak double doors at the beginning. I have a feeling that Gen.G
जीत गए सही.
know that this is online.
Free round.
Shot a bullet.
B plant भी नहीं दिया. They were just saving.
Could certainly be another twist.
They were
of the
just
tail as we
saving.
head into the next.
They're not revealing the hand that they have purchased that one. They might be able to check the money at least in the follow-up now into this round, but yeah, here's that play before as well. I mean,
it's so lovely.
Vulnerability as well.
Yeah, especially with Celsius throwing the snake bite.
Real nice.
Zekken is going to be here to try to receive this hit if it comes through A.
He's taking a gander through double doors, at least looking like he wants to. Wall.
I feel like this is going to be so difficult when Meteor has his Yoruba online.
ले गया दो को सप्रेस किया. डिप्रेस किया कहने वाला था मैं. What the fuck?
Now Karen is playing a really far back position here. Just seeking to contain.
अरे कैरन उधर ही बैठा है. बता दो. Oh fuck it! He missed him. Smoke खत्म हो जाता उनका.
Given up entirely here, just from that dimensional drift. Out of it now, Meteor. The plant.
And this is
securing
brutal.
of a texture.
This is brutal. You're going to end up having pulls on this. You've got people running. You know, Munchkin's got lineups that he can throw. Offsite post plants buy time for post plant lurks to come through, and this is the game plan for Gen.G.
लग रहा है Gen.G का निकल जाएगा. लग रहा है Gen.G का निकल जाएगा. लाइनअप से भाई होंगे बस. लाइनअप से बंदे बस जल्दी के लिए निकले तो निकल जाएगा. क्योंकि Zekken बहुत अच्छा रीड कर रहा है.
Quite broken. Reveal onto multitudes of targets. Again, this all causing issues, and it is too.
नहीं निकल गया. Gen.G का निकल गया.
Ults are being rattled off here. Texture from the high ground, eventually traded, and now the flash, pop flash, round the corner. 10s. It was all dodge. Meteor, massive play. Zekken sticking inside the cage, broken.
निकल गया था, जेनजी का ही था यार ये तो जेनजी का ही था, ठीक है। पोस्ट प्लान नहीं खेलने देना चाहिए भाई, पोस्ट प्लान नहीं खेलने देना चाहिए, ठीक है। इट इज नॉट गुड, इट इज नॉट अ गुड स्ट्रेटजी, ठीक है।
Ten's doing a great job, but how is Meteor turning this and still getting a double kill out of it? If you remember back to the defense side pistol,
Meteor ने प्यारा कर दिया
on this map against Gen.G, they flash peeked second in, Meteor dodged it, got the kill.
अरे डोंट टेल मी जेनजी निकालेगी यार, डोंट टेल मी जेनजी जीतेगी, डोंट टेल मी भाई। जेनजी डिफेंस में वीक रहेगी मेरे ख्याल से, क्योंकि उनके पास डिफेंस के लिए उतना कुछ है नहीं है। अपने पास जॉन क्यूटी है तो है एक साइड देखने के लिए, इनके पास एक साइड देखने के लिए है नहीं है कोई, ठीक है। डिफेंस पे वीक पड़नी चाहिए जेनजी, बट फिर वो अटैक पे उतने स्ट्रांग नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि उनके पास दो वो हैं, डुलिस्ट है उनके पास, दो डुलिस्ट नहीं होंगे, नहीं है मतलब होंगे क्या। ले गया मीटियोर ले गया ज़ेकन को। ज़ेकन का पहले मरना गलत है यार, ज़ेकन तगड़ा खेलता, उसको पहले नहीं मरना चाहिए।
Munchkin's wall not going to be available to them if they hit A, so that puts more pressure on Karen now. But he's still
जेल्सिस ने बी पे रोके रखा है, बी पे आएंगे नहीं, ए पे ही जाएंगे अभी, ए पे ही जाएंगे। और टेंस रुका हुआ है ए पे, ठीक है। निकालेगा योरू को, निकाल पाएगा वो?
Yeah, I think if that dart had been broken, he was looking to flash peek in there and make the play to win the round. The time is getting so low.
सेसी लेके जाएगा, सेसी निकालेगा पक्का। ओह फकिंग नो वेज, डोंट टेल मी ब्रदर, डोंट टेल मी। अरे यार हक दिया भाई, हक दिया भाई, हक दिया भाई। ले जाएंगे बस, हो गया। ये भी जेनजी का, ये भी जेनजी का गया।
Having lost the Viper early on,
3-6 हो जाएगा भाई। 3 की लीड इज टू मच यार, टू मच।
Excellent. Gen.G, we're talking about the fact that their composition, honestly, they're happier with it on the attack side, or at least people expect them to do more on the attack side with this comp.
सेव कर रहे हैं वो लोग सेव कर रहे हैं। What the fuck?
Now we're really seeing how comfortable they are in these spots. It doesn't all have to be fast execs with the Jet and the Yoru. Celsius would love to keep the weaponry.
Oh, no way. Flash through.
Oh, no ways.
Plenty more players. QT, last one left, slowly being hunted.
Save कर पाएगा? QT कर गया save.
Push back. The enemies and
कर गया QT save कर गया, QT save कर गया.
Into the round, but already you're looking at almost similar scenes here. Here's that opening when they try to re-clear out.
Wow.
An unbelievable shot onto Munchkin, but the trade's still coming through. The level of quality in terms of the rifling in this match is unbelievable. But we didn't get to see it in the upper bracket final between these two teams. SEN talked about, Kaplan in particular mentioned, the atmosphere was bad when they began that game, and they crumbled on split. It set the entirety of the series off on a bad note, and SEN, though they tried to recover it on Lotus, ended up going out in a flop. Now we are actually seeing Zekken, Tens, hitting really nice shots, bringing it to the Gen.G players, making it more of a game that's about how they play the
क्या हुआ यार, क्या हुआ है, क्या लगता है?
Gen.G are rather than just running over.
भाई सेंट्रल ने जीत जाए मजा आ जाएगा यार, गलत ना हो जाए गेम, ना गलत ना हो जाए गेम।
Need to be matching them pound for pound with the aim.
And man, how difficult that is, because Texture, Meteor, Karen are all up there with the best players in the world right now. In terms of form, they might be like all three in the top 5. I don't know who else you would put up there, because you watch Texture, Meteor or Karen in a 1v1 against anybody else in this tournament, you have to favor them.
Yeah, you do. I mean, they're just cerebral. The way they move.
भाई सेसी ने हक दिया यार, सेसी का बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट था, बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट था, निकाल सकते थे वो लोग, निकालना ही चाहिए था, निकाल सकते हैं क्या, निकालना चाहिए था।
Package for a lot of those players, so that is the first obstacle that SEN have to remove, getting that confidence back at least. Making moves now towards mid though here, creeping once more and crawling.
It's a kill trip, but with no one really to play off it here.
All given up, so Meteor.
Okay, हो गया एंट्री, हो गई एंट्री हो गई, कोई नहीं मिलेगा बी पे इन्हें। उस कार्ड तो चलो योरू का बर्बाद हो ही गया एक टाइप में कह सकते हैं, ठीक है।
Wait a second, Gen.G is there onto the angle in time.
कल्ट बर्बाद कर दिया योरू का, लेट्स गो।
Naison,
नाइस वन, कैरन को बहुत प्यारा दिया है।
contact play and push out from Sentinels.
अरे मीटियोर को जाना चाहिए. मीटियोर को अरे नहीं मरेगा यार. नहीं मरेगा. सेकंड लेगा मंचकिन को. बहुत प्यारा ये सेंटिनल का गेम है. यहाँ पे अगर गलत कर दिया ना फिर बहुत ज़्यादा गलत है भाई. ये सेंटिनल का ही गेम है. ये नहीं होना चाहिए खराब. Oh don't tell me ये let's go let's go guys. निकल गया. सेंटिनल का गेम निकल गया फाइनली. Let's go.
Slowly but surely chipping away, trying to make it at least even at the half.
Look how John gets at it. It's after the kill trip came through, but it's this repush, not looking to try to go for the retake at all, fully waiting to try to flush out Karen and Munchkin before they ever go towards site. It's a great adaptation. It shows that they understand how Gen.G are playing the post plants. This is the kind of stuff that made Sentinel split so scary. You know, we'll forget about the last 2 times we played it.
Yeah, I mean, they've had their confidence knocked there as well. Towered out just from the way that the map veto ended up shaking out. Wasn't the first map that they ended up picking. Deep dive here, Texture want to take advantage of this one, but it's broken. Sassy using it. They did miss second. Hello, spots it. Up in the air. All about the reactions. Follow through there, just a clone, but a shorty.
Bro, Zekken ले गया प्यारा. No way, Munchkin भी ले गया. ओके कुछ भी हो सकता है 2v4 भी कई बार निकाल सकती है. Gen.G ने बहुत बार निकाला. ठीक है, Gen.G ने 1v3 भी निकाला था. जीत गई. अरे यार सेंटिनल जीत गई. स्पाइक डाउन है उनकी. स्पाइक इज नॉट विद देम ब्रो. स्पाइक डाउन है. जीत गई. सेंटिनल नहीं जीतेगी. नो वेज ब्रो. कैरन ले गया 3 को. ब्रो डोंट टेल मी कैरन कितना बुरा लेके गया है भाई. अरे बॉटल गिर गई मेरी. व्हाट द फक भाई. गलत कर दिया भाई. बहुत गलत कर दिया.
They read it, they react so quickly and get into positions where their players can pull off magic like that. Final round, Zekken glass cannon operator. You're watching here as he tries to take contact.
But it should be 7-5, okay? It should be 7-5. It should be 7-5, ठीक है.
Sassy drones out through B main, making it feel like perhaps there's some level of aggression happening over there. They're trying to prompt the reaction.
निकालेगा Zekken निकालेगा.
This team is so smart.
Zekken निकालेगा. Let's go. देखते हैं.
They decide to do stuff like that. And Munchkin's the playmaker actually here, making his way all the way up through halls. It's not a full commitment on the A split just yet.
Not quite.
Trying to make a play or get some info.
Does like to take the initiative though.
Flash कर रहा है Meteor.
Holding. Kibi's a util, potentially the flash there, I believe, in his hands, but.
Okay, नहीं करी. बहुत सीरियस गेम चल रहा है. ठीक है. ये राउंड निकलना चाहिए. निकालेगा लाकिया करेगा. ओके आ गया ये साइड पे आ गया उनके जेट.
Should trigger that reaction with the knife down, cancels it.
Wow!
There from Zekken, repositions there with a dash, but might want another go. I think still with the door opened wide, he realizes it is back. He's open to 2 different directions, and he's really got to try and watch this one here. At least get some help from the rest of his team. Gen.G are moving into the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they're going towards Zelsis, who's reinforced with John Cudy's utility.
Players haven't budged, snared into space. Zelsis hearing that one broken, now wants to take the fight to him. Out wide, onto the wall here, Caron. He's worked and wiggled his way into the back of the side.
गया Caron गया.
Oh my! 7 seconds left with the spike drop down. Sentinel surely a fail.
Let's go. पता ही था Caron जाएगा. Let's go. हो गया. Sentinel का हो गया.
So maybe gotta think it's a better look for Sentinels here on Breeze.
A much more competitive opening to this game on a map where most would write them off. Gen.G dominated this map when the sides were flipped last time we saw it. Here, great awareness, dodged the drone, used the knife to cancel it, punish the player coming in. There was a trip there onto Texture. He had to kind of adjust in mid-air, and Zelsis caught him, plucked him out the air like a butterfly.
Absolutely insane stuff for the first half. Guess what? Plenty more left to go in Breeze. Let's send it down to the analyst desk to discuss everything so far.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a way to start things off. But let's just jump right into it. Our Verizon high-speed moment of the match came in the first half. We had multiple, as a matter of fact. It was kind of, your choice, pick of the litter here, Hypoc, because Zekin, this kid's putting on a show today.
Yeah, I mean, just looks so clean time and time again in these high-pressure scenarios as well. Last alive here, like back against the wall to try and find a bailout round to really try and recover this. We're so used to seeing him now in this scenario.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous because this guy just turned
नाइस वन है, नाइस वन, ठीक है.
in his first
प्यारा राउंड निकाला है, प्यारा राउंड निकाला है सेंटिनल ने. अच्छा हुआ है, 7-5 है, 7-5 है. अटैक में ले लेंगे, अटैक में मेरे हिसाब से कवर कर लेंगे, ठीक है. देखते हैं, let's just see. देखते हैं ये क्या होता है.
With him supporting in the crowd. He's a young guy, but he's had his family all the way behind him throughout his journey here in Valorant, and now he's at a point where he's
हाफ टाइम दे दिया, हाफ टाइम दे दिया. करते हैं वेट, चलो करते हैं वेट करते हैं, ठीक है.
and really
2
in that
मिनट में आता हूँ, वेट
discussion for
करते हैं.
best player in the world.
Yeah, what's so impressive here about Zekin is just not only does he carry himself like an absolute pro, but the man is just so meticulous in the server, Hypoc. But he's going to need to continue to output more if this team wants to get back into it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Josh was leaning on this in the cast as well. You've got people on the other side, Texture and Meteor to really overcome. Karen obviously being the clutch master on that controller role. Zekin's definitely going to have his hands full today if he wants to continue frontline versus this Gen.G roster.
Gen.G's post plan's got them a great half here, but their comp also excels in the retakes. They have a lot of util to bully Sentinels out. Gen.G looking strong in this first map.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult here for Sentinels. And for Gen.G, hey, it ain't going to be a walk in the park either. I'm expecting some fireworks in this second half. Let's send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
The pistol round is where it really needs to start here for Sentinels. I mean, we've already been highlighting the real importance of it. Gen.G winning, was it 6 out of 6 when they last played each other?
So now 7 out of 7. And heading into the 8th, Sen need to be able to get some of those online. And this is the half where we saw Sen have no success. Kaplan said that they came in with an anti-strat that they thought would work, but called it wishful thinking in hindsight.
Oh, wait, is Meteor just taking that fight straight up?
Good punish, though. A lot of damage. Yeah, it's not the kill, but they forced that back. Denied Gen.G a little bit of space. And now this drone's really going to make it feel like it's a commitment into B. Instead, the spike is going in the completely opposite direction. I think this is looking more like an A-split where you rely on the fact that Zekin has holes control.
Gen.G, they do play to those sound cues. Oh my, just missing a chance and the timing there for Tens, but with the orb now bloomed and blossomed, can start to get a move onto the A side still. It's Karen. It's locked down into the corner position. Guess what, Zekin punishing the rotation! And 3 heads roll. Down and out here, Karen blinded as anything. Cannot win his fight out. Zekin.
We are back, my boys. We are back.
You can feel it. The roar of the crowd behind him.
Okay, चल रहा है, बहुत प्यारा चल रहा है, ठीक है.
Denied, but that is the first pistol.
लेके सेंड लेके प्यारा.
Between these two teams, and what a fantastic attack side strat that is. So much better against Gen.G than what they were pulling out in the 3rd map of the upper bracket final. They call a fake, they use the advantage of having map control, they use holes against a team that has a solo initiator. It just ticks every single
यार गेम निकाल दिया भाई सेंटिनल ने. Let's go.
From the failures of before.
लाइक कर दो भाई, जितने बंदे देखना लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब करो चैनल को. टीम बनाते हैं, ठीक है, अपनी सब्सक्राइब करो, अपनी कम्युनिटी स्ट्रांग करते हैं, ठीक है. Let's go.
Farmed up, granted for them.
Let's go, boys.
Push back, of course. Got to be aware. There's always a chance that they could fight back.
There's a slight bit of danger in this round, Bren, because Meteor managed timing the recon dart that Sassy threw into mid, I believe. So they have no idea that Meteor is positioned this deep, but no one on Sen looks like they want to get into that area at all. Sen running a default looking a little more like when Loud played against Gen.G.
Okay, ये पे rush हो रहा है, ये पे push हो रहा है.
Group ups in A main, but happily now grouping up together.
Okay, they are ready. ये पे push होने वाला है, ये पे push होने वाला है.
I don't think they realize that Meteor is this deep.
Meteor going for walkabouts as the face early on. John surely hearing this one now, facing him, but it's too much to overcome there. Meteor with that sheriff, and again, a bit of stray damage through Tens.
Tens ले गया प्यारा game.
Lock this one down in to the side of the. But they have found him. Right click bundle there.
बहुत सही. क्या प्यारा टीम गेम है इन दोनों का, इन लोगों का मतलब सबका.
that one. Maybe could be a chance, but it does go down.
It is 3v2. It is 3v2.
Flushed out wide.
Let's go. Let's go. 3v. जीत गए. Team meeting. Team meeting.
It looked a little difficult to be able to get.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean by team meeting? बाकी बहुत प्यारा खेल दिया. यहाँ पे तो ज़ेकन ने बचाया है ना भाई को, कैरन को मार के. बहुत ही प्यारा. ठीक है, बहुत ही प्यारा. I loved it. 7 each guys. मैं बोला था. ठीक है, अटैक में निकालेगी सेंटिनल. ठीक है, कि उनके पास डिफेंस के लिए उतने अच्छे प्लेयर्स नहीं है. डिफेंस के लिए जॉन क्यूटी था अपने पास, साइफर था हमारे पास जॉन क्यूटी का, बट उनके पास नहीं है. उनके पास कोई भी एजेंट नहीं है जो कि डिफेंस अच्छी कर सकता है. उनके पास अपनी स्किल है और गट्स है. उसके अगर वो लोग कर सकते हैं तो बहुत बढ़िया है. बाकी स्किल तो इन लोगों के पास भी है. ठीक है, सो दे हैव वन एडवांटेज ऑन अटैकिंग साइड. ज़्यादा निकलने चाहिए मैचेस. बाकी इस बार मिड से पुश हो रहा है पूरा. लेफ्ट पे मीटियोर ऊपर है. मीटियोर मिड पे पता होना चाहिए बंदों को है. मिड चेक करना चाहिए ना. लेट्स गो. नाइस बॉल. एक और बॉल मारो. क्या हुआ?
He pounces up. Already just locks that one down. These Sentinel players are left scrambling and wondering exactly where these players are coming from. Prowess on display.
Bro.
An easy one is what it feels like here for Gen.G.
पता भी नहीं चला.
All sorts of obstacles. Prowess on display. An easy one is what it feels like here for Gen.G. Overcoming all sorts of obstacles that were thrown at them.
And I think that's an example.
गलत कर दिया. Gen.G ने गलत कर दिया सेंटिनल के साथ.
So good when it comes to defending the standard hits, and this is a very standard A split that Sentinels send in. Gen.G's cross
भाई look at their game, bro. कितने प्यारे हैं, मतलब प्यारी गेम है. देखते क्या होता है. ठीक है, let's go.
They've always got triangles going on that are extraordinarily difficult to break. The weakness with Gen.G's defense.
पुश हो रहा है. मिड से पुश करेगा ज़ेकन पूरा. लाकिया को लेके जाएगा क्या? चला जाएगा. लाकिया को लेके जाएगा.
Real opportunity for Zekken to get that punishment. You are right, it is that weakness. That's why they have to put bodies into it. But now a double.
Oh, दो आ रहे हैं.
Ready for this one here. Is it going to be clear? Lakia in the crosshair.
Right clear कर देता
Precisely
bro.
on exactly where it needed to be.
Yeah, great reclear. Gen.G are going to go for those occasionally because that is the weakness of their composition, and they need to make sure that they have info in that area of the map. Meteor going for an info peek when they're up 5v4.
Everybody's got their backs turned.
ले गया.
Position texture though seems to be more aware of it than he is. Shuts down.
क्या चल रहा है
Sassy out in the open.
फिर गई यार. फिर Gen.G का निकल गया शायद से. फिर Gen.G का निकल गया.
Two to left stand here for Sentinel.
मुझे लॉन्ग का प्लान दिया है तो कुछ हो सकता है. लॉन्ग खेलेगा कि नहीं? प्लान तो लॉन्ग का दिया है.
Try and overcome texture. Lakia and Caron taking their time with it.
जा रहे लॉन्ग जा रहे.
They know that Zelsis does not have the orb on the spike. They can see that over towards mid. So
लॉन्ग जा रहा है. Tens लॉन्ग जा रहा है.
Probably on site with tens.
All up. Reclear. Just feeling unsafe, but they do take control of main once more. They can play this post plant from this position still.
दोनों ही लॉन्ग चले गए. निकल गया. राउंड निकल गया. सेंटिनल का निकल गया.
Down to just tens.
He's got to do it all.
Does have a nade, but still he's got to deal with this. And what a play to make. Texture so damn aware, but there's the shot still. Will the nade land in time? Lakia's sticking. Spam. Damage.
Ooh.
Unbelievable for tens.
भाई.
That is cold. That split-second decision to pull out the fragment grenade and make sure that you have additional damage.
भाई.
What a 1v3.
Wow. I loved it. Wow. क्या गेम किया.
Look at it slow down.
Oh, very, very close. He's drawn the game back 8-8, where SEN actually have the economy advantage, putting together much better rounds, using more of the map. And Gen.G, even though they're finding advantages, letting that one slip away. Man, this is always a dangerous spot.
यार भाई ऊपर की उठी है. नीचे मंचकिन. ठीक है.
You're just 100% dead, but taking a risk on a round like this where you have lower economy is absolutely worthwhile.
Oh yeah, time to do it.
And of course, he will be able to hear rotates if they go heavy towards B. And he'll hear them early enough to call those defensive positions.
with the bucky.
क्या हुआ को पहला किल कौन निकालेगा?
He's going to be going for a peek here. Still wants to hold that close angle. With the dart broken, it's going to be pulling players actually. Reaction out of Gen.G, thinking that okay, well, his presence there, but now the drone adds another level to it. A bit of confusion.
मीटियोर को पकड़ लिया सैसे ने मीटियोर को देख लिया ठीक
Where the
है.
hell are these players landing with only 40 seconds left? Time could start to become a problem, but Texture he was the
प्यारा
real
टेक्सचर को
danger
बहुत
in
प्यारा
this
निकाल
round, at
दिया.
least with those knives, and with him shut down, now it opens wide with Munchkin immediately there. No
मंचकिन का मेरे को लगा था निकाल ले.
Gaming! Lakia dropping 10 straight down to it. Removes him from the fight, aim in control. Granted and gained, tucks it up and doubles up. Now with the drone over, an attempt to punish Kieron, running and gunning. Celsius time, 12 seconds left. He needs to find this kill, but the rifle has been handed over, and so is the spike.
Bro, कुछ भी हो सकता है कुछ I don't know कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Too much to deal with, too much to overcome. Surrounded, man, surrounded.
That's the value of Gen.G taking risks. I'm telling you, Munchkin tucking into that spot. You won't see him do it often on a rifle round, but what a timing to do it. And Lakia, he gets the perfect glimpse of tens right before that. But also, they had no idea that Caron had already pushed down through halls and was in this position.
गलत हो गया भाई. Backstab तगड़ा आ गया ठीक है.
Just had no clue that the Astra was also ready, holding Lakia's back during the drone.
मेरे को बहुत सीरियस हो रहा है यार. ऐसे गलत ना हो जाए भाई. हार ना जाए पता है. हार ना जाए सेंटिनल. बुरा लग जाएगा मेरे को.
At it with the economical disadvantage.
And from watching Gen.G, they love using Meteor's ult to help them defend sites. It might seem weird using the Aura ult. That means there's another player that can't.
Hello.
Wow.
Against his adversary as well. The nemesis on the other side of things. A clear win con is that Zekken can shut down Texture as a player. It's a fast reaction going to be called here with a neural theft. Gives him a lot of information. Hunter's Fury. Sassy's hoping that he can at least set this one up. Meteor. Wide here with a dimensional drift. He was hoping for a chance to really get that punish onto Sassy, but it's all cancelled in time, and now the rest of his team flooding in. Munchkin spots it, just the shoulder, and finally
don't tell me यार Zekken दोबारा उधर गया. क्यों गया? मंचकिन ले गया भाई. बहुत तो को ले गया मंचकिन.
Pesky intruder to a site that should have been theirs. Lakia is out wide, firing that util.
Tens गन उठा के ले आया.
But 3 players left standing now for Gen.G.
नहीं कर पाएगी. मीटियोर आ गया ना, नहीं कर पाएगी. ले जाएंगे बस. हो गया. आ गया. नहीं कर पाएंगे.
Gen.G bailing themselves out of a rough spot there.
Bro, गलत हो रहा है
But I think one of the
भाई.
key problems is that when Sentinels got in position to try to hit the B site, I believe Zekken's waiting for another piece of utility there. He's just delaying, waiting to peek at the right time, and sets up Munchkin for the triple kill. If they had been able to move a little faster and had that set up a little quicker, Munchkin probably ends up just going something like 1-for-1. Center in a much better spot. Nevertheless, that was an eco round for them. We come in 8-10. Rifles again online. And SEN.
कोरिया कैसे जीत रहा है यार? कोरिया वैसे ये भी तो कहाँ गई है? Who cares? इंडिया की टीम नहीं है यहाँ पे. Who cares? But फिर भी यार. सेंटिनल मेरे को थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है टीम. मेरे को जॉन क्यूटी बंदा बढ़िया लगता है. मेरे को सैसी गंजा यूनिक लगता है. टेंस को मैं गेम प्ले देखता हूँ क्योंकि ही इज फेमस. बाकी मैं ज़ेकन भाई बेस्ट लगा मुझे पूरे उसमें. VCT में ज़ेकन बेस्ट प्लेयर लगा. ठीक है, ज़ेकन इज द बेस्ट.
Planted himself onto the half wall. He's locking directly down into the tunnel angle.
Can they cause a distraction in B main that pushes people into Zekken's crosshair?
Zekken. It's all about the reactions for Texture. Of course he's favoured. On land, already in position. It's all on Zekken. Celsius seeking to just sow that chaos and discord into the map, at least with the pit laid down. Gen.G
स्लो अगर तुम लोग पीक दे रहे हो ना, पीक देते टाइम स्लो पीक करना बेवकूफ़ी लगती है मेरे को. क्योंकि अगर तुम स्लो पीक करते भी हो तो तुम बंदे को ना लेट वो करेंगे, यानी लेट दिखे हमें बंदा. बट जैसे वहाँ पे टेंस नहीं किया, टेंस ने फास्ट पिक किया. ठीक है, अगर वो स्लो पिक करता तो उसके लिए ऑप करना ईजी रह जाता, और उन्होंने फास्ट पिक किया इसलिए ऑप करना ईजी नहीं रहा. तो ये मुझे लगता है कि जब तुम अटैक कर रहे हो तब तुम्हें फास्ट पिक देना चाहिए, जब तुम डिफेंस कर रहे हो तब तुम्हें स्लो पिक देना चाहिए.
No no chance of sticking. I don't believe there's any time, and even if there was, Lakia could have absolutely sealed it up anyway. Beautiful
जीत
work
गई
from
ये वाला मैच तो Gen.G का हो
That
गया.
round should be the first nail in the coffin here for map 1.
मैप 1 हो गया Gen.G का, ठीक
They're
है.
going to push Sentinel's economy down into a really rough spot again. And Texture opening things up. It just looks so simple from his point of view. All of these Gen.G players, they're so skilled, they make it look easy. It certainly isn't. Almost every other team has struggled to deal with Sentinels. Gen.G wiping them out. This is a map where they're favored, and sure, it's closer than it was last time. But it just
बस स्किल है भाई. Gen.G के बाद genuinely स्किल है, ठीक है. बहुत प्यारा खेलती है टीम.
Gen.G have done with this squad. This is not like SEN where it's big heavy hitters returning to the stage looking for redemption. Gen.G, this is a new roster. Sure, some people have been here before, but others brand new to a stage like this. And Gen.G are on a 9-match win streak, beating out DRX, becoming the top Korean team, beating PaperX, becoming the top Pacific team, and then beating every other team in Madrid playoffs to find themselves here with map V2 advantage in the grand finals, 2 rounds away from locking up map 1. To say the
Let's go,
pressure
start हो
doesn't
रहा
please them, I think would be an understatement. They
Start हो
look
रहा है, देखते हैं क्या होता
elated
रहेगा.
on stage.
Just having fun. They're happy to be here, absorbing it all up. And yeah, I mean, listen, the pressure probably would have gotten to some of these players a little bit ahead of time when they're playing against the top, at the time, Korean team. That was DRX, even in just the kickoffs. I mean, Gen.G, this is a squad that was put together.
B जाने plan में.
Really, a tremendous amount of doubters. But they have slowly but surely knocked down every single obstacle they faced and more.
And now the pressure is on SEN's side. They've taken this tactical timeout, and it's going to be for this round. This is them forcing up, trying to stop Gen.G from getting to 12. Little jump peek there in case Texture was on the angle.
Deep knife. Cage to cover their cross as well, looking to try and split themselves into B. Now there are players here. Great dash forwards with
क्या
that
बढ़िया flash थी. I love that flash, bro.
Calculated. Munchkin layers it down now with a hit. Dropping down in this position. He's already found Celsius. Where's the follow-up? Where's the follow-through? It's not there. Caron, the support
लेगे
until
Gen.G
the
लेगे
smoke
Gen.G
is
लेगे.
up and divide up the entirety
Gen.G
of
लेगे.
the side. And now a tasty
Spike गिर
morsel
गया ना भाई.
played
Gen.G
with the
ले गई.
spike dropped down. The advantage again, rolling its way to Gen.G. It's Sentinels that are forced to react.
Unbelievable play from Munchkin. How he's got the awareness and the composure to do that boggles the mind. This is an almost impossible spot that Zekken and John find themselves in.
Gen.G are not giving him anything. Diligence off the charts here.
No crumbs.
Slight jiggles onto the angle, never overextending. 30 seconds remaining. Texture. Stray shot fired here, potentially just
कुछ करना पड़ेगा यार.
opens wide again.
Spike इधर बढ़ी है भाई.
There goes the op. Is there, op down, still 18 left, and they have to deal with Munchkin. Smoke down, grabbed and out, dash forwards, but Munchkin again, they weren't expecting it, right? From behind.
Ace हो गया भाई.
The IGL Oasis.
Ace मार गया भाई. Munchkin ace मार गया भाई. ये मोटू.
With the most international experience. He's
ये
been to
मोटू.
these events before, but guess what? On a completely different team. And the deepest runs he's ever been. 9th to 10th.
And now finding himself pushing up with an ace to get to map point in the first of the grand finals. And not just any old ace, not an eco ace, in an incredibly important round under so much pressure, pitting, running towards his opponents, making a mockery of them.
Gen.G का हो गया यार ये वाला मैप. क्या ही कर लोगे?
But it's odds and ends. It's not looking
हो गया
strong.
Gen.G का.
Scraps, man. Pure scraps. Take flight. Have to drag it into that territory to stand a chance in this round against Gen.G.
And I think they've found the most success when they've tried to find people, push people into offensive positions, but that's almost impossible to feel good about lurking and then taking a 1v1 if your player has, you know, a bulldog or a stinger even. Yeah, you just don't feel favored.
Guns ही नहीं है, guns ही नहीं है भाई, हार गया.
Attacking as well onto these angles with texture.
Guns ही नहीं है, हार गया.
It's apparent, it's known. It's that little bit of fear, that little bit of doubt into the back of your minds. John QT, it's all about the corners being cleared, and guess what? Doesn't look like he wants to open himself up to it.
He's not thinking about it.
Not thinking about it at all. Lakia,
Bro.
punishment is there in
ले
place
गया वो
over the
QT
top
को.
of the knives, dodging, dashing, and away. But one blade left. And the second needs that rejuvenation.
Oh.
He's got it, but instantly again, Caron
मिल गया वापस मिल गया बट
Fundamentals off the bloody chart for Gen.G, and this is it, surely, with the map pushed into the positions, already there. Clone revealed the position, flash through into the box. Sassy's out wide and alone. Scared for his life, too much to deal with, indeed. Gen.G lead the charge here in our grand finals of Madrid, taking map 1.
map 1 Gen.G का हो गया भाई.
Looking calm and collected doing it too. It could be a long series, but Gen.G are going to try and wrap it up as quickly as possible. They had the double map bans. They got to pick the first, and they've set the tempo.
Bro.
Certainly closer than last time, but as soon as Gen.G got onto the defense side, it looked like some of the same difficulties again.
Absolutely, and plenty of questions up in the air as well. Bind is up next. Gen.G haven't played it at all so far at this tournament. What are they going to be coming out with?
बगलिए तो उठ के उठते बगलिए. मेरे को बुरा लग रहा है भाई, सेंट्रल हार रही है.
आज के टाइम में चैंप.
Hey guys,
Clove का
I
full
recently
gameplay
got
आ गया.
invited by Riot Games to go test the
newest agent, Clove. Clove is a non-binary body like you do with Reyna. Then the next ability is the Metal. Equip a fragment of Immortality Essence. Fire to throw the fragment, which erupts after a short delay and temporarily decays all targets caught inside. So this is a grenade that just explodes after a certain time, like that. See? And you can also bounce it. And when they're hit by this, they are decayed by 90 damage. So you'll see now, one classic leg shot kills you if you don't have armor. So this can be probably combo with a lot of util. And the next one is Ruse. Equip a view of the battlefield. Fire to set the locations where Clove's clouds will settle. Alt fire to confirm. Launching clouds to block vision in the chosen areas. Here's the cool thing. Clove can use this ability after death. So, first of all, this looks very similar to Brim's iPad. It just looks much more sparkly. One difference though is that it has the Omen regeneration system. It's a combination of Brimstone and Omen. You do 2 smokes, and then the ability starts recharging just like you do in Omen. The biggest difference is that if you kill me now, I can now still smoke. See that? Now I can still smoke, but I can only smoke in the area near my body. So if you die in this area, you can also only smoke in that same area. As you can see here, I cannot move it around at all. But this is really, really cool. And this is probably one of the reasons why they make this, to give controllers the opportunity to play more aggressively. Normally, when you play a controller, you have to stay in the back to make sure that you can smoke for your team. And then finally, one other thing that is also really cool, the ultimate, not dead yet. After dying, activate to resurrect. Once resurrected, Clove must earn a kill or a damaging assist within a set time or they will die. Reactivate to cancel early. So we're going to show how this works. I'm just going to plant the spike now. We can imagine this is a 1v1 scenario. Then they kill me. Now you see this happens, and I can resurrect, and I run around, and I can press it again to cancel it early too. Now, and then I can still win the round. However, as it says here, if I don't get a kill within the timer, I will die again. It's very important, and it's not that easy to notice, but...
Clove बढ़िया, ठीक है. Bad guys, this is bad. अबे ये देखो.
राइट, आप जो बोलते हो वो मैटर करता है. आप हर जगह जाकर के यू कैनॉट गो एंड इंसल्ट समवन, ह्यूमिलिएट समवन, कीप डूइंग दैट again and again and again, right? Not personally to any person, not the brand.
Correct.
Right? और ये after the show aired, this is also affecting my other businesses.
Correct.
Right? जो मैं 2010 से करते आ रहा हूँ.
Right.
So we have filed a defamation suit against Mr. Ashnil Grover, and because boss patience का limit होता है.
कुछ टाइम पहले एक महापुरुष महाज्ञानी ने मुझसे कुछ पूछा था, मैं बताऊंगा क्या. उस टाइम पे तो मैंने दिल पे लगा के नहीं लिया था, ना बुरा मान के लिया था, बट उसके बाद लाखों यूजलेस लोग हमारे सोशल मीडिया में आकर के वही सेम सवाल कर रहे थे. क्या था मैं भी बताता हूँ.
क्या है भाई ये? क्या भाई ये सिपलाइन वाला क्या है भाई ये? लुक एट हिम भाई. इसने इतनी रद्दड़ ब्रांड खड़ा किया है, उसके बाद मैं मानता हूँ अश्नीर को इतना ज़्यादा नहीं बोलना चाहिए, ठीक है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा बोलता है, बट फिर भी यार इसका ब्रांड क्या है भाई? शिट ब्रांड है इसका.
भाई क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? धंधा.
क्या धंधा कर रहा है भाई? धंधे वाला है क्या कर रहा है भाई? ऐसे थोड़ी होता है ब्रो. दिस रॉन्ग. बाकी सिपलाइन भाई मैं एक बात कहता हूँ, अश्नीर ने गलत किया. पता प्यार से वो कह सकता था कि ये बिजनेस का उतना ज़्यादा स्कोप नहीं है, कह सकता था. द फक शोस योर स्किल. वेलोरेंट खेलूं क्या? स्टार्ट होने वाला है भाई, वैसे स्टार्ट होने वाला है. I don't want to play Valorant now. क्या बोलते हो? मन नहीं कर रहा यार, मन नहीं कर रहा, ठीक है. Valorant खेलने का मन नहीं कर रहा. बाकी अपने पास क्या है? काफी गेम्स है खेलने लायक. अच्छा है सी. मेन गेम स्टार्ट होने वाली यार. 2 मिनट रुको गाइस, भाई लोग 2 मिनट रुको, ठीक है. अपना ये ग्रैंड फाइनल स्टार्ट होने वाले हैं, ठीक है. फिर यही देखेंगे बैठ के, ठीक है. ये देखेंगे बैठ के, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अपने को, कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं है अपने को.
with the Euroflash dart combos, and it worked really well.
Yeah, and I think as well the key thing to know here is every time we watch Gen.G, the
Bro,
protocol, the
MW.
fundamentals, they seem to
What is
improve
MW?
time and
What is
time again.
MW?
Essentials are the perfect sort of team.
What is
to
MW, bro?
dismantle that sort of play style.
MW.
I mean, players like Karen, obviously Texture, Meteor, the ones that we time and time again talk about, these ones really actually reinforcing that play style.
Yeah, I mean, they're also, if we want to take a look at a specific round, round 17, I mean, this came off of a 1v3 from Zek and Mimi, and then Gen.G's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, I really thought that second clutch was going to be the turning point for Sentinels to maybe take this map home, but this Thrifty round was utterly pivotal. When we talk about Gen.G, we tend to really focus on the fundamentals, how good they are at
MW मतलब तो बता मेरे भाई.
being clean in their trading, but they win a lot of scrappy rounds too, and this in particular is a great example of how good they are at kind of disrupting those timings, getting weird in those Thrifties, and oftentimes coming out on top.
Yeah, capitalizing, being creative and reactive to what's going on is also something Gen.G have excelled at, and really that comes down to Munchkin being the one to really take hold of, exactly, take hold of the mid-round and actually push the heat back onto IGL like John QT that we've kind of bigged up as that's where he excels, the mid-round, the reaction to information gathered across the map.
Yeah, of course. But let's go ahead, though, and take a look real fast at our aim lab shoot-around with 10s as we break down what we should be expecting here on Bind coming up next.
Yeah, the entry duo for Sentinels, Second and 10s, did well this map. 10 and 4 in their opening kills. I think they were taking over a lot on the attacking side in a way they weren't in the last Gen.G series. However, Gen.G's really good at sneaking in, converting those advantages, making the hero plays when they need, and that's what won this map.
All right, well, I do want to hear what Coach Kaplan actually has to say before we get into map 2. He's always got to drop some nuggets.
ये मैप तो हो लिया ना.
For us,
इतना मुंह पे मत घुसेड़े खेलो यार मॉनिटर को. इतना मत घुसेड़े खेलो मुंह पे यार. तुम खत्म हो जाओगे. You will all just खत्म हो जाओगे भाई.
More comfortable on Breeze this time around, but looking at the rest of the map pool, no Lotus, no Sunset. So what other areas do you feel like you guys feel comfortable on right now and could potentially give you a map pool advantage?
I mean, we feel really good about Bind and Split. We feel great about Ascent after yesterday too. I would say Icebox out of the maps left in this series is our least comfy, so I was relieved they put Ascent ahead of Icebox for us. Yeah, and that's where we're at with maps.
Thank you very much, Kaplan, and let's
Let's
see if
go.
they can indeed bring it back on.
Let's go, let's go. Start
Well,
होने
joined
वाला है
by
भाई, देखो
Coach
भाई,
Kaplan
बाइंड पे
from
देखते हैं,
Sentinels.
बाइंड
Now,
पे
you
देखते हैं.
guys looked a little bit.
That's what we're wondering here, right? And
रेज ले रहा है इस बार वो.
this is going to be the opportunity maybe for
रेज ले रहा है इस बार. इस बार Gen.G रेज
It
लेके आ रही
absolutely
है.
will be. Gen.G haven't played this one since
Zekken भी रेज लेके आ रहा
whereas
है.
Sentinels came to Madrid, they debuted a new comp playing the Gecko and the Sky and implemented it really well, taking down a Team Heretics who were looking hot.
Yeah, whether or not Gen.G have a trump card to obviously pull out. Last time we saw was very one-sided versus Paper X. Whether or not they're feeling as if this is the comfort composition they want to pull out. But it's interesting, obviously, in the coach interviews to hear, you know, the allusion towards Sentinels prep. Actually, is this a question mark for them? Is this something maybe they're expecting to have to deal with very early on in this veto?
Yeah, he said yesterday, Coach Kaplan being him, that Sentinels was kind of playing for a 3-0, and that's where their prep was focused on in those first 3 maps of the pool, which they predicted. It sounds like what he said in that coach interview is that they're playing for the 3-1 here.
Yeah.
Next 3 maps are critical, and he's absolutely right. Sentinels have not played a ton of Icebox. When we've seen it, it hasn't looked great, and that has been one of Gen.G's strongest maps in this pool. So if Sentinels is going to lift a trophy today, I think these next 3 maps have to be where it happens.
Yeah, there is a
Let's go,
a method to this madness. You love to see it. There's a game of I mean, you know, there's the battle of the coaches and the picks and where we're going to end up in this game, and that is also part of this journey that we've been seeing both of these teams go on, where they're not just trying to, especially with the format, trying to like counter and counter pick against their opponent. They're trying to play their game, but in this format right now, you kind of have to manipulate it to your favor.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a big question mark for me. You talk about expected results and expected scenarios with the map pool. Let's not forget what's happened with Split, right? Even across the map pool, there's questions, sure, of how deep the strength runs for Sentinels, but if that's kind of the MO coming in, Gen.G were the team to kind of throw that off balance.
I mean, they were the team who dominated them on Split,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
map that has been their home this entire tournament. Even back in Americas, they looked incredible there. So honestly,
I mean, they rattled them so much that they gave them the play. They gave Paper X the playbook when they played against last time.
I mean, it is crazy to think that Sen has lost their best map twice in a row now, and I'm not going to focus on hindsight because they were amazing at that map, and they still are.
It takes nothing away, but I think it gives massive credit to the teams that can dislodge that sort of statement.
And it really goes to show how close all these top teams are, that you can big up all the fundamentals, all the ideas Sentinels take, but it just takes one good day of prep, one good team showing up, and that can really change.
All right, well, we do have the Agent Select coming up here. We'll see what we end up getting. And again, I think really it's just, as we keep saying, you know, Hypoc, it's just going to come down to the margins really at the end of the day, the small details between these two teams.
Yeah, don't expect any changes here. We're not seeing any, obviously, Gen.G previously. Whether or not this is a comfort pick.
Gecko लिया Sentinels ने, ठीक है.
Only saw 2 occurrences of it regionally, but they look
और
down.
उन लोगों ने
Close fought
Cypher
affair
लिया,
with
बाकी
the
सब
sure,
सेम है.
but that finals versus
Let's
Paper
go
X,
देखते
this
हैं.
was the home stretch.
Gecko is
I think the
दोनों
struggle for
सेम है
Gen.G
यार.
will be playing the solo
दोनों सेम
Sky
है.
here, not having that
Bind with ना Cypher का ultimate use नहीं देखा मैंने फिर भी.
Sentinels can re-clear
देखते हैं, चलो
can
देखते हैं.
have that Dizzy back online.
क्या होगा,
Gen.G
ठीक
on
है?
the other hand doesn't.
It's time to see who has the
I'm very
better
much ready for
ideas
the
here on
game.
Bind. And let's go ahead and send it to your cast. You got Sideshow, and I had to say it, Bren, the birthday
This
boy.
is
Love you,
what
buddy.
the
Have fun.
shit, brother. कौन है भाई? कौन देख रहे हैं भाई दो बंदे?
Yeah, Bind being a stage
करो यार
that
एक बार
has
chat
been
वैट लिखो,
set
कुछ मजा
here
आएगा थोड़ा.
between these two teams now for map number 2, and it's a series of unknowns really for Gen.G.
Like कर दो
We
भाई,
haven't
like कर
seen
दो
them
एक बार.
pull this out in quite some time. They are running the same comp as they did when they qualified for this event of Madrid just before it all occurred in the kickoff. And yeah, some question marks really about their play, about Sen's preparation.
Wow.
How comfortable they are going
She
to
was
be
beautiful,
heading
bro.
into this. Clearly, there is some level of that.
She
It's
was
the
beautiful.
preparation, How kickoff. And yeah, some question marks really about their play,
Oh,
about Sen's
whoa.
preparation.
Look
How
at her
comfortable
यार.
they are going to be heading in.
सुंदर है भाई ये
Yeah, some
तो.
question marks really about their play, about Sen's preparation.
Bro.
How comfortable they are going to be
Bro.
heading in. Yeah, some question marks really about their play, about Sen's preparation.
क्या बात. अब मेरा वो ही बोले कि जनता बोले कितना बड़ा आदमी है. चलो कोई बात नहीं, देखते हैं. गेम स्टार्ट हो गया. डिफेंस पे है सेंटिनल्स.
Just trying to make sure that nobody walked up back.
ओ टेंस खेल रहा है. अबे तो मर भी गए. What the fuck?
Hoping to catch a timing on
What
Munchkin,
the
adding on
fuck?
for that. Gen.G's approach here is quite slow.
अच्छा नहीं एक ही मरा. It's 4v4.
Beginning of the round. But now like here a Munchkin.
मेरे को लगा जॉन क्यूटी भी गया.
Into John.
John should see this, as you said here.
ओ वो जॉन को दिख गया.
But John, look, not pushed off.
और जॉन ने डैमेज दिया है बढ़िया वाला, बट इन लोगों के पास सबके पास वो है यार, लाइक क्या कहते हैं इनको, क्या कहते हैं इसको, सेज को, और इसको हीलर्स हैं, हीलर्स हैं, नहीं वो दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए।
The emphasis being placed towards this A side. Dogs.
कुत्ता डाल दिया भाई, कुत्ता डाल दिया।
Bit of damage. It has slowed them down. They realize Showers is open. The reposition out into the back of the side. Dizzy up and away. Broken in place. Sassy, good kill. Wingman with the swing. They are absolutely running over these Gen.G players. It was the fast TP in a
Let's go, let's go. Sentinel is too good on this map मेरे हिसाब से। बहुत प्यारा खेल दिया है, बहुत प्यारा गेम निकाला है, बहुत प्यारा निकाल दिया है। Let's go.
Completely turning the tide of the narrative in the previous match that Gen.G were dominating all of those important rounds. And the player to watch there was Tens. He did such a good job. That's a fantastic play from Sassy too, but I love the wingman usage. I love the double up with Zelsis and Zekken. And making sure that they catch Meteor. To me, when I watched Gen.G last time playing on the attack side on Bind, the player that stood out to me was Meteor. He gets so aggressive on Cypher.
Oh yeah.
A little Alpha Yer-esque.
A lot of solo takes into Showers. This time though he's supported with the whole pack almost here.
Wow, Zekken ने क्या प्यारा निकाला, Zekken ने प्यारा किल निकाला, ठीक है।
Drops to the floor and these are kills that you don't really want to be.
Let's go guys, let's go guys, अच्छा चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है।
Online, but with Showers control gained,
There can be and there will be too much.
For but a moment, they still need to deal with potential lurks.
ब्रिम ने कर दिया उधर, और देखते हैं कौन ने, ओके सैसी ने वो सही लिया, जॉन क्यूटी ने अपने लिया जेल, चलो ठीक है, सही है, प्लेयर सही से लिया सबने एजेंट। टेंस को गैको खेलते हुए पहली बार देख रहा हूँ मैं, खेला हो पहले भी क्या पता दूसरे मैचेस में, बट मैं पहली बार देख रहा हूँ। भाग लो भाई, भाग लो।
Good jump spot from Tens too. Gen.G again, the whole pack just roaming around here, looking for those openings. Here's Meteor.
Meteor क्या प्यारा निकाला है, Meteor क्या प्यारा निकाला है।
Good reason, his mechanical abilities off the chart and he can just solo open things up.
सही है, सही है, सही है। अरे क्यूटी दो ले गया, क्यूटी ले गया, क्यूटी ले गया, दो ले गया क्यूटी, ठीक है। ये राउंड हो सकता है, कैरन को निकालो, कैरन को निकालो, ऐसे ये राउंड हो सकता है अपना, ठीक है, अपना ही है। अरे नहीं यार, नहीं यार, क्लच नहीं यार, क्लच नहीं यार। लेट्स गो टेंस, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो। कैरन को निकाल लिया है, कैरन को निकाल लिया है। बहुत प्यारा गेम हो गया, इस मजा आ गया।
I think this is the dangerous side actually for SEN. When I was watching them play this composition against Heretics, bearing in mind that we've only seen them play it once, they've really adjusted their defensive setups, or at least did in that game. Whereas previously when they played the Yoru, they were focused heavily on Showers and B-Long. We saw much heavier focus towards Hookah, Shaw on defense.
Seems to be a return to that, right?
It seems to a little bit, but bear in mind we've only seen it once prior to this. So that could have just been their game plan against Heretics. This defensive setup, for example, much more reminiscent of what they've been doing early on in this game and more similar to what they've done classically on the map.
Here's the Meteor Classic, as I was talking about. I mean, the guy just likes to go walkabouts. Solo plays towards Showers. He tries to play off the timings as well and noise that the rest of his team makes.
And I would say that this is Munchkin's weakest map individually. I think that's one of the reasons that SEN will have picked this and felt confident about it too.
देखते देखते ठीक है।
Gen.G's map pool is just outrageous.
2 राउंड निकाल चुके हैं सेंट्रल लोग, ऑलरेडी 2 निकाल चुके हैं, और निकलने चाहिए। गन्स तो ठीक ही है, गन्स तो सबके पास 2 नहीं यार, सेंट्रल ने अब तक गन्स नहीं खरीदी अच्छी, उन लोगों ने पूरा सेव किया है इस राउंड। टेंस ले गया, टेंस ले गया। हक दिया भाई, टेंस भाई ने हक दिया अपने ने, पर हगा नहीं है, चलो और क्या ही कर सकते हैं। अरे यार, डोंट टेल मी, डोंट टेल मी। ओ वो उसके साथ मारा उसने। Guys, now it's 2v3, 2v3. ले गया, लाकी हो गया। अरे यार। गन्स नहीं खरीदी इन चोमो लोगों ने इस बार, गन्स नहीं खरीदी।
No bonus to get away from them. SEN don't get that luxury.
But they've done an enormous amount of damage, honestly.
इस बार लाएंगे, चलो खरीद के गन लेके आएंगे
इस बार। Is not going to be in an amazing spot here, you know. Guardian, Bulldog coming into the next one. And there was certainly danger. I love this decision to fight back sight. It was a little disjointed from Gen.G, but a nice call. And Sen's defensive setup again prioritizes showers at the start of the round of B long. Quite different from the last time they played against Heretics.
Certainly does.
कुत्ता भेज दिया भाई ने कुत्ता भेज दिया
Waiting out the molly. Texture's just not scared at all. Look at this guy, wide facing. Not worried at all with the wall was down. Plenty of angles left and waiting. Flash through there, getting the acknowledgement. Tens, what is the call to be made? They are really just out wide and open. If this wall goes down, they should know the timing for it, but it's going down. Flash through and out there it is.
Deleted
Lakia. How's he done that? I'm not too sure. Jumping up and hopping up. That was a trailblazer.
भाई ये राउंड निकलना चाहिए यार, ये गलत हो जाएगा. Don't tell me भाई. Don't tell me, राउंड अपना है. ये राउंड सेंटिनल का है, ये नहीं निकलना चाहिए आज से.
What is Munchkin's call here? Zelsis is still waiting over by showers, expecting them to use that teleport.
Damage है, सब damage है लोग, but
love the play from Sassy and Tens, going for a fake B long
ओके नहीं है, सब
and
damage
a
नहीं है.
real one afterwards with the wingman.
Spike retrieve कर ली.
Still left things in an even scenario. This is still looking like they could take the teleporter, but Munchkin's getting into more and more of a committed position.
QT सही बैठा है, ठीक है, QT सही बैठा है.
Now assuming
क्योंकि बहुत intense game हो रहा है, बहुत intense game हो रहा है. मैं भी इतना फोकस करके बैठा हूँ, क्या बताऊँ. मार पाएगा. QT कर पाएगा. कर दिया QT ने. अरे
a lot more left to do now here with only a few seconds left. Removes the Seeker, was pesky in his face, a bit of a problem, but again, time against him.
अरे यार.
Of nowhere,
no time.
Clear wing cons, acknowledged there. Zelsis, yeah, he runs his way out.
Very well handled from Sentinels in this round, and Sassy stepping up. A lot of what Sassy has been doing on this team in this new version of Sentinels has been fully support.
चैनल का निकल गया कैसे?
He runs his way out.
Oh, time over हो गया. Good one यार, good one.
Putting himself in good positions.
Good one. Yeah, good one.
Saw him when he was on loud. But this round, finding great impact. With the reclear, with the swings as well, shutting down Gen.G. And all of that economic damage that Sentinels did on the bonus now really paying dividends.
Stacking up. It's a much weaker buy and approach here for Gen.G. They're sending out that cross-map molly. Should be familiar with it by now. It's going to be landing onto B long. That was texture to...
Okay, I'm very much focused. भाई क्या gun skin है, क्या प्यारी gun skin है.
Slowing it down.
Texture घुस रहा है, let's go.
Back him up right behind him here. Classic playbook of Gen.G, just contacting in, hoping that they can take a fight and trade it out if it goes poorly. Sassy is the one to watch for here, and look at that texture.
ले गया भाई, Sassy को क्या प्यारा लेके गया. बढ़िया, वो टेक्सचर को भी अच्छा कर दिया. चलो जेलसिस ने अच्छा करे, टेक्सचर को मार दिया. बढ़िया है. ना मारा हो तो दिक्कत हो जाती, बट अभी इक्वल हो गया. इन लोगों का हीलर खत्म हो गया, उन लोगों का डुएलिस्ट खत्म हो गया, तो आई थिंक सो इट इज एन इक्वल प्ले. मंचकिन टेंस को ले गया. अरे यार, गलत गेम हो रहा है. 2v4 रह गया. अरे यार.
Zekken had the awareness that Munchkin was there, and Zekken, he ends up getting caught as well, so giving away his positioning. He's going to have to pull out heroics to get this. It's looking awesome for Gen.G.
Yeah, doesn't do anything there. Gen.G doubled up. Almost every position accounted for. Sentinels.
अरे यार, निकल जाएगा. Gen.G का निकल जाएगा, ये पता है.
Backing away from this one.
सेव करने आ गया वो.
Brutal decision that they have to make in this spot. But terrible economy on Tens, Zelsis, Sassy as well. How have Gen.G managed to pull that one away?
That's a confusing one.
It felt very similar though to that eco round that ended up swinging things.
सेव कर लिया, निकल गया. Gen.G का निकल गया, ठीक है.
You know, I think it was round 17 actually, yeah, on Breeze, where Munchkin tucked underneath window over towards B, and he made that aggressive move, and he got rewarded for it. And this is similar again. There's a distraction play over towards B, and Munchkin gets into position. This opener is lovely.
ये ओपनर तगड़ा दिया है. Genuinely टेक्सचर ने प्यारा किल निकाला है सैसी का, ठीक है. Genuinely बहुत प्यारा किल निकाला है.
But this is the play that I think wins the round for them. Munchkin finds the timing to be able to punish Tens and opens up the A site for his team to rotate. SEN have been aware of that before. Tens was looking to reclear, but they just didn't go deep enough down short to catch Munchkin hiding behind that box. Flips the economy on its head. But actually, Gen.G are taking 2 Guardians into the round.
देखते हुए आगे क्या होगा देखते हैं.
Just trying to min-max as well that money.
Okay, let's go. Munchkin, अरे यार Munchkin तो सबको ले जाएगा. Oh fuck it यार, Munchkin तो सबको ले जाएगा यार, Munchkin तो सबको ले जाएगा यार. Munchkin इतना अच्छा कैसे है भाई? Munchkin इतना अच्छा कैसे है? What the fuck do you mean भाई? हार गई यार. हार गई सेंट्रल एक और राउंड हार गई. ओए ले गया, लाकिया को ले गए. बट फिर भी भाई कितना ही लेके चला जाएगा. 3 each हो गया, 3 each हो गया अभी तक.
I thought Bind was Munchkin's weakest map individually. And I also said earlier that when I think about Gen.G, I'm thinking mainly about Texture, Charon, Meteor being the 3 powerhouse players. When Munchkin is finding plays and finding moments and winning duels like this, I truly believe this team's unbeatable.
Yeah.
Because it adds that additional layer. Munchkin ended up top fragging on map 1. He destroyed them last time these two teams played split.
देखते हैं तब क्या होता है यार. कौन ही निकालेगा इस मैचेस को, इन मैचेस को. टेंस के बच्चे ने थूक दिया सबके ऊपर.
The one who's going to be coming up on top. Seekers here out. There's a little bit of chaos now strewn really into the mix here, but the orbital strike was committed. No kill from that one though, and Gen.G wounded.
ये वाला सेंटिनल का है. ठीक है, ये वाला राउंड सेंटिनल का हो गया.
They know that Zelsis took the teleporter, so they know that there's a brimstone around there with ult to be able to deny the plants. This isn't a round where Gen.G can just try to fight quickly. They actually smoked off the teleporter at the very beginning of the round as they took sand control, expecting a crunch from SEN. But instead, it was that double up under.
क्या होगा, क्या लगता है क्या होगा?
Did the damage and put Gen.G in this spot.
There's mid-rounder by Munchkin. Call to just contact.
Ult है, Zelsis के पास ult है यार, खा सकता है वो लोगों को.
There it is. Send flying out to
क्या
the
बढ़िया
side
स्काई
back
ओपन
here.
किया है.
Play out and collected all sorts of kills and damage, but the wide face of Zelsis, beautiful with the movement. He glides and saves the day.
2v1 है, 2v1 है. राउंड निकलना चाहिए. राउंड निकलना चाहिए, राउंड निकलना चाहिए. Munchkin घूम के आ गया वैसे.
Be aware of this, potentially keeps the pit up. Tap.
He actually might be able to tap here and use the teleporter even, but he's looking to try to take the fight instead.
Trying to make a play. Every angle.
Let's go, let's go. बहुत प्यारा guys, बहुत प्यारा. Zelsis ने बहुत प्यारा मार दिया.
Impeccable play there, and I love what Gen.G went for too. The awareness from this team is spectacular. They're thinking about the fact that they could get sand crunched at the start of the round. Then they call the mid-round over towards A, tap, and look to flash backside to punish the players who are going to be trying to get into the pit at that time. Love what they did, but Zelsis shuts it down from his position on top in heaven. Very competitive game that we have here. And Texture has yet to really show his dominance on the entry, coming straight down mid.
Bro,
he got rocked straight to the back wall. Yep, it's second. Comes out on top in that one here.
बहुत अच्छा नेट, बहुत प्यारा नेट.
Flying players seeking to try and plug up that gap as well. You can see them Gen.G trying to swarm that position. Mosh pit does relieve that pressure, but okay, Meteor still alive and has dropped him down. Now the showstopper. Earns up.
Let's go.
Second. Eventually claiming the kill, just using a gun this time. Here it is.
भाई शो स्टॉपर बढ़िया लग जाता, राउंड हो जाता अभी से सेंटिनल्स का. बट अभी है इक्वल है दोनों का. ठीक है.
He's distracting. He's pulling 3 players over towards A. Munchkin, though, instead of rotating, decides to reinforce his player, who's in a deep position. But this crossfire looks impossible to break.
You break it, you just can't, surely.
Well, they're worried about a B lurk, so this might break it themselves. They don't swing.
The trade's late, the swing's late. Meteor, he's gone for seconds, you greedy boy. But spam down at a triple point, and now there's the call. Finally, a TP by Munchkin. Gives the
वो HP दे रहा.
Left worried. Make the right read onto this one.
They have. If they double swing at the same time, they're going to be able to catch Meteor. Do they predict it?
अरे Meteor ने हक दिया. Meteor ने शॉट मिस. अरे यार Meteor ने शॉट मिस कर दिया. But I loved it. अच्छा मिस किया. सेंटिनल का हो जाएगा राउंड. यार Munchkin यहाँ पे कुछ तकरार कर दे तो.
And he didn't throw the snake bite either. Bit of a misplay potentially, but now finally out into the open. A few bullets. Pay for the price of that one still.
Okay, इस पॉइंट में कुछ भी हो सकता है. ठीक है.
So worried that Munchkin was fake tapping there.
Munchkin बहुत तगड़ा प्लेयर है इन लोगों का, तो वो भी कुछ भी कर सकता है.
With the orb, completely locks them off. They are worried. Where could Munchkin be right now?
There's that misinformation strewn into the round now. Munchkin has a snake bite. Play it as the first point here.
Stick. Pocket sticker.
Teammate right behind him, and you can feel it all the way through.
Oh, bro.
Paranoia settling in for John, but still he lands the shot.
बहुत प्यारा. Wow. बहुत प्यारा।
By Sen and a right smile on Munchkin. Look at that.
ये देखो ये देखो क्या प्यारा दिया है, क्या प्यारा दिया है।
Playing jump rope up there. Kaplan's happy about that one. Sen starting to pull away. Not doing enough damage to Gen.G's economy just yet, but they've got themselves in a great spot. Ults abound.
Let's go. प्यारा चल रहा है, दोनों साइड से प्यारा चल रहा है, ठीक है।
They've got the read. The Meteor just keeps placing Cam in similar positions.
That's why the fast face comes out. It looks like from
3 अल्ट है इस बार। भाई गैको अल्ट कुछ भी कर सकता है, गैको अल्ट कुछ भी कर सकता है। डन जॉन क्यूटी ने एक बी साइड सेव कर लिया, ठीक है। बी साइड पे कोई नहीं आएगा, बी साइड पे आएगा पक्का, और ए साइड पे खा जाएगा, ठीक है। गैको का अल्ट खा जाएगा अगर बढ़िया चला गया तो। कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। लेट्स गो, देखते हैं। अगर गैको अल्ट प्यारा चला गया तो कुछ भी हो सकता है। ओह
Death's door, but he will survive into this round. And guess where Meteor is? Go and walk about once more.
That was a good ult, yeah. It was a good ult.
Map into this fashion, but yes, he did make a noise. And now the Seeker's being used. It will point him towards him. Has to break it. Drops down the cage. Direction. Gen.G turning and facing over towards the B side, and again, Sentinels will be running and following them fast on them, hot onto the heels inside the smoke. Meteor dominates the angle and dominates the space with his own neuro theft down. Gen.G stand a chance and more. The decision to be made. They fight into the back at the side.
2v4 2v, अरे यार हार गई। सेंटिनल का गया राउंड। अरे भाई
it's just far too much for Sentinels to deal with. This team reacts so quickly.
क्यूटी सेव करेगा। बेटर गुड, मतलब सेव ही करना चाहिए।
The decision there, realizing that the solo play from Meteor had taken enough space to get in, and instead of doing something simple, like throwing Karen's molly over towards that smoke and stopping the Sen flood retake, they get inside it themselves. And I was seeing this all the time when these two teams played on Split. To me, one of the biggest issues was Sen could not keep up with the pace of decision making from Gen.G. Like there, Tens throws the wingman because he's thinking, I'm going to stop somebody from getting inside this smoke, and I'm going to get into it first. And he doesn't realize they've already thought of it and got there quicker. And these tiny adjustments in timing will be all the difference. Cool idea as well from Sentinels on that short hold. Just not quite enough. Look at it as well, the extra layer of...
टेंस ने हगाया, टेंस ने जेन्युइनली हगाया। टेंस ने अगर अपना बच्चा भेजा था पीला वाला अंदर, तो उसको बच्चे पहले नहीं घुसना चाहिए था ना अंदर। उसका बच्चा बाद में घुसा, पहले घुस गया। भाई तूने भेजा क्यों फिर? क्या दिमाग लगाया अपना ये?
Now Zelzis can still be a real difference maker with the judge in hookah. Do not count that out.
Oh my goodness, you do not want to be standing there.
Yeah, they're expecting somebody to be playing for the orb, but nobody's one away, so it was a hard read perhaps that they were going to go for that on the eco.
जेल्सिस बहुत कुछ कर सकता है अभी। हुक्का पे ना जेल्सिस लेके जा सकता है, क्योंकि उसके पास वहाँ पे जज है। तो गन है ना, शॉट गन है, उसके बाद जज है, ठीक है, तो कुछ भी कर सकता है। आगे टेंस बैठा है अपना, सासी बाहर लेके बैठा है। ओके करना अभी फ्लैश देना। जेल्सिस बाहर मत आए यार, जेल्सिस जो कर रहा है ना ये बहुत गलत कर रहा है। लेट्स गो, क्या होगा? क्या घुसने हिम्मत करेंगे? क्या ये हिम्मत करेंगे गाइस? भाई ये सेंटिनल आगे क्यों आ रहे डिफेंस में? चलो ठीक है, रोटेट हो गया, ए रोटेट हो गया, बी से रोटेट हो गया, ठीक है।
Cementing this idea that it's going to be that open side for them. They're not worried at all, are they?
अबे जेकन को ना खा जाए वहीं पे। भाई 5 HP बचा है भाई।
Heal online too, so he will be topped all the way back up.
पर उसको मिल जाएगी HP वापस, सैसी जिंदा है।
This is where the judge and the stinger don't look so good anymore.
The post plant position is immaculate. Munchkin playing a deep angle into Showers, even just Lackey with a late rotate now doubled up with him. Too much to deal with here for Sentinel, surely they'd have to just some absolute miracle shots.
देखते देखते क्या होता, देखते क्या होता।
Out wide again, but guess what?
अरे यार फिर ले गए Gen.G ले गई
possible option that could have been there for Sentinels, and second, the only thing he's focused on his mind is trying to get out with that gun, but even that is denied. 5-5. Gen.G.
यार क्या कर रही है Sentinel, क्या कर रही है ये Sentinel?
I'm loving this attack side calling from Gen.G. I think they're playing the macro game really, really nicely. It's been one of the things I'm most impressed with this team. And one of the
देखो,
reasons
look at him यार, Meteor के kill निकाल के ले गए भाई.
We've seen him at global events before, but bear in mind, nobody on Gen.G has previously been in a position to do this kind of thing. They are not the creme de la creme of Korean talent, at least not until this year. They've always been fiddle.
What is happening यार? What is happening? कुछ भी हो रहा है, कुछ भी हो रहा है, सही नहीं हो रहा है.
Opportunities on top Korean teams. Lakio languishing on the bench. Texture off duelist. Karen not even a pro player, for God's sake. And every time Munchkin had turned up, there'd be a language issue, and the attack side calling didn't look very good. This team has come together with HSK prepping the roster, setting the groundwork, and just exceeded every expectation, even the coaches.
And then the respect region-wide. I mean, they've come knocking at multiple opponents and always knocked them out. #1 seed of Pacific for a reason.
And it's not so much, in my opinion, that they're standing on the shoulders of giants and building on what Pacific have done before. They look to be straight up leapfrogging them.
Oh yeah.
How many times have we seen DRX and PaperX try to break through that glass ceiling?
Sentinel को लीड में अगर ये वाला भी Gen.G ने निकाल दिया ना मैप, फिर नहीं रोक सकती, फिर Sentinel नहीं रोक सकती जीतने Gen.G को. अगर ये Sentinel ने निकाल दिया तो फिर होगा अच्छा गेम.
Maybe right. It would be right. Deep smoke dropped down here for Sentinels just to try and at least hold on to control of bathroom showers. Up towards that A-long angle, but B-long, a question entirely here, because again, walking slowly up towards it. Reactions on point for texture. Just
whoa.
Sassy barely survives.
सासी खत्म हो गया था भाई. फिर सासी को हील कौन देगा? अब नहीं हो सकता वो हील. सासी को डैडी मान लो, ऐसे ही है वो तो.
No damage on Zelsis.
Noise being made all over the place here for Gen.G. Just, I mean, how difficult it must be for Sentinels. You see the dog go up B long, the shots fired off towards A. Flash sees nothing.
That's ridiculous.
Flash sees nothing.
Anti-info and Sassy's leaving. How has that happened?
That is ridiculous. I have to see a replay of that one later, and it's already just being sold even further. Nades, snake bite, full combination. Terrible concoction. John QT, the sole defender, just needs to hold down his little portion of territory. But Meteor just seems
What do you guys क्या होगा?
Hunts him down, sniffs him out.
Sassy तो मरेगा. Sassy तो बेचारा 10 HP है.
Brutal situation for Sen to be in. This site's so
गई भाई Gen.G का है round.
Blocked there for a moment.
Surely no chances though with the gun advantage for Gen.G. They are just crossfired up out the wazoo, making sure that they can beam down anybody.
गन ही नहीं है उन लोगों के पास. Gen.G का गेम था. यार ये बेकार है यार, ये गलत हो रहा है यार, ऐसी कैसी है.
To be able to, the kill, sure. To be able to get his ult online for the next round, but it's just all focus on round 12 here.
देखो बेचारा देखो क्या कर
रहा है. Playing with Sassy.
क्या कर रहा है यार बेचारा.
I thought he was going to go for it. I really did.
And any danger in the round for Gen.G, completely upset by that bird telling lies over towards B long.
See this one.
Yeah.
Way to go. Not
Flashes around. I mean, it just goes into garden, but everybody's playing an anti-flash position. I'm not sure on purpose there, really. Just happened to give terrible information. The bird disappeared without a whimper. A canary in the coal mine.
Wait के अलावा कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Wait के अलावा कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Ops online for Gen.G.
Wait करो बस बैठ के जैसे. ये क्या होगा? ठीक है. Wait करते रहो, बैठे रहो.
They've all got rifles, I would assume, to be able to pick back up as well.
Round 12, final round of this first half.
Sentinel मेरे भाई एक राउंड निकाल यार, इक्वल पे तो कर यार. 7-5 हो गया फिर तो Gen.G जीत जाएगी ना दोबारा यार.
Well, it takes is one misstep though. One opened up body, just trying to gather the information from Sentinels. They might just go down to it. Zekken, again, jiggling, Meteor. Eager for the fight, eager for it indeed, and there it is. The first punish online. I mean, operators across the field. It's
अरे यार छितने को बैठी है पता है, छितने को बैठी है सेंटिनल ना. क्या टीम है यार, क्या टीम है. कितना भी अच्छा कुछ भी हो जाए, ऐसी की जैसी करानी है इन लोगों को ना. फिर क्या है, कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं है, फिर तो पॉइंट ही नहीं है, कराते रहो ऐसी की जैसी.
Hiding inside the smoke, doubled up now. They want to flood back into this one, trying to catch that timing, and here it is.
ले गया. ओह वाओ, सेसी ले गया. सेसी 3 ले गया.
So damn fancy, might have brought them a window of opportunity, a chance, very narrowly. Nade rebounds, but
it is 2v2, it is 2v2. Zekken के पास rocket है, ठीक है.
Now going to be dropped down here with the rocket to clear through and out over the top. It's lifeless. Baron in.
ले गया. वाओ. Let's go भाई, let's go. Zekken ले गया भाई. Zekken कर गया, Zekken कर गया. वाओ. Wow, wow, wow.
Takes over in the 11th hour to tie this one up at the half. But if this is where SEN thought they had the biggest advantage over Gen.G, this first half has taught them that they are not going quietly. This map pool, it's an ocean for Gen.G. Lovely play from Sassy there, utilizing the brim smoke, ducking, dipping inside of it. But this is anybody's game.
Right. A series of unknowns really as we head into that second half of Find, despite it being Sentinel's pick. Absolutely insane stuff. But on the floor standing by, we have a special guest, a very special interview.
Let's go guys, half हो गया.
Here joined by Valorant studio head Ana Donlan and obviously our global head of esports Leo Ferreira Madrid. Uno de los motivos y las razones por los que estamos hoy aquí es gracias a ellos, así que os voy a pedir un fuerte aplauso para darles la bienvenida.
अरे बस यार, रहने दे. I'm not interested.
What can you tell me about them?
So Clove is something we've been working on for a really long time. I'm so proud of the teams back at Riot. They really pushed themselves on this agent, both from a design perspective, creatively. I think they are so vibrant and beautiful, and it's going to do so many great things for the game. So I can't wait for everyone to get to play them next week.
Guys, wait कर रहे हैं, जब तक round start नहीं हो तब तक के लिए wait कर रहा हूँ मैं, शांत रहूँगा.
Congrats to Mixwell and Team España. That was amazing. And yeah.
Okay, we love that. Thank you very much. Now, bueno, obviamente creo que lo habéis entendido, ¿no? Que tiene muchas gracias de que tengamos a Clove entre los agentes, que el showmatch ha estado genial y que solo en una semana ya podéis estar probándolo y creo que va a estar muy, muy guay. Now, Leo, of course you're on the competitive side. What do you think about this gorgeous, gorgeous event here in Madrid?
Oh my God, we are so happy to be here. We've been dreaming about coming to Spain for a very long time. This is our first time here. You all have been incredible hosts. Thank you so much for embracing VCT. We love you. This is just the first event of the season. There's a lot of VCT to come in 2024. We're gonna jump straight into stage 1, and we're so happy to be here. So thank you all again.
Nos da las gracias por estar aquí, por ser tan acogedores. Esto para los que no habéis hecho el workbook. Pero la verdad que lo estáis haciendo genial. Obviamente todavía nos queda todo el stage y todo lo que queda por llegar en 2024. Recordad, cuanto más ruido hagáis, más conscientes serán de lo que necesitamos estos eventos en España. Pero obviamente esto no ha terminado, así que seguimos con el partido.
Do love a bit of crowd work. The people riled up here for the second half of Bind. Full importance. Keeping our eyes peeled now onto this pistol round.
And I know that Sentinels have changed up a lot
Let's go,
since the last
guys.
time they played Bind.
आ गए दोबारा,
With this
ठीक है.
composition. But when we saw them play, it was a lot of short execs with late showers backstabs. Have they got more in their arsenal? Are they prepped against what Gen.G are going to bring out?
Attack पे Sentinel attack पे ठीक है,
This is
कुछ
a
भी हो
must-win
सकता है.
map for them.
Lakia feeling the heat now and the pressure from that one. Bundle of util be going to be used. Trailblazer holding his ground just for a moment, baits it out the shots, but he does get the info that he was after.
Oh, Ten's taking the ult up there when I think he was aiming to pick up Wingman.
I'll be happy with both.
Yeah, didn't get punished for either. Gen.G are so happy to follow the noise and trust the read with their defensive rotates. This is such a key thing when you watch them. They stack sights like nobody's business. You've got to run fakes against them. And now, Trailblazer coming down short, trip broken. That starts to pull Texture away. But only for a moment. But only for a moment. He realizes there's nothing following it. And they trust their gut and stay on B.
30 seconds.
It's so difficult to sell a fake against these guys.
30 seconds left.
But I think SEN have just about managed it. The B control actually turning into the fake. Looking to commit down short again. And I said, these 4-1 execs, they were bread and butter for SEN.
Meteor, is he going to be spotted? He's playing deep tucked inside that smoke.
Push कर दिया, बहुत प्यार push कर दिया.
Difference maker. Guarding. Body a wingman.
Plant हो गया, let's go.
Place back up. Plant down here.
Let's go. This could be the game. This could be the play. Sentinels का game है. This could be the play.
Into the back of the side, he is down and low, but hopefully a heal online potentially there. Still need to hold down onto this ground here for Sentinels in through lamps and Gen.G. They are methodical in the nature, the way that they approach a lot of these retake situations. It all comes down to the minutiae, these tiny little details. Flooding now, front of the site, shots found and kills finally online.
Bro, don't tell me. Oh. हाफ डिफ कर दिया. कुछ भी हो सकता है. अरे यार ये सेंटिनल्स का गेम था यार.
Coming out here in the most recent Lakia. So clutch. These shots are unbelievable towards the end. Defending from every different avenue.
Look at him भाई. लाकिया कैसे दे रहा है भाई. Look at him.
Lakia himself said in a recent interview with Pedro Romero that his biggest mistake in his career was joining DRX, then known as Vision Strikers, after having that success in his first Masters event.
That is gold.
Yeah, imagine that.
Gold.
And now he's overtaken that team that he ended up.
देखो साइफर की ट्रिप बार देखो क्या तगड़ी लगाई है.
Off the charge, but Sentinels is a great charge out wide and open. Look at the volley, the damage all combined and collected.
Let's go. अरे यार, अरे धर दी. सेंटिनल्स को मार ही दिया बेचारी को. नहीं हो रहा भाई, नहीं हो रहा. इनके बस की नहीं है. Gen.G जीत रही है गाइस. फाइनल Gen.G ही जीतेगी ऐसी की तैसी. बचा नहीं अब सेंटिनल के बस का ना. लेगा यार. हो गया भाई. खत्म हो गया मेरे से ना. सेंटिनल्स का तो भरोसा ही उठ गया मेरे से. सेंटिनल्स के ऊपर से ना मेरा. भरोसा उठ गया यार.
Earns himself a plant at least here. Really shouldn't be any opportunities for him to win it out. It'd have to be a bundle of mishaps and mistakes here from
गन नहीं है बेचारे के पास. कुछ नहीं है. कैसे जीतेगा? कैसे जीत पाएगा यार? It is not possible, bro.
These are just the consequences of Gen.G winning a beautiful pistol round here. They get themselves up to 8. Lucky is going to take the defuse. He's now only 2 away from getting Seekers online. They know that Karen saved the judge into this as well, so might anticipate him being positioned over to Hookah for the next. Normally that's going to be Munchkin's job, defending onto Hookah. And when I was watching Gen.G playing Pacific on defense, they loved to push. Not in a coordinated early round manner.
गलत हुआ यार. गलत हुआ. ठीक है. सेंटिनल बहुत खराब खेल रही है मेरे हिसाब से ना. सेंटिनल के लिए इजी होना चाहिए गेम, बट हो नहीं रहा है. ठीक है. वो लोग अपने पोटेंशियल को ट्राई हार्ड नहीं कर रहे हैं. ये नहीं कहूंगा कि मैं इनसे बेटर खेल सकता हूँ, बट जेन्युइनली ट्राई हार्ड नहीं कर रहे हैं. ट्राई हार्ड करेंगे तो जीत सकते हैं. ठीक है. फिर ये मंचकिन ले जाएगा यहाँ पे इसको.
Clearly aware that Munchkin likes to play that aggressively. I think this side is where we've seen weaknesses from Munchkin before, but he also loves to take fights so much that if he's on fire as he has been.
सेकंड भाई यहाँ से हुक्का से नहीं जाना. ठीक है. हुक्का से ना छीत देंगे तेरे को ना गंदे वाला वो लोग.
The win condition for their team, in fact.
Gen.G looking like they're calling for a reclear in through hookah, so they're going to get information.
चलो भाई रोटेट मारा बढ़िया कुछ.
If the judge wasn't in hookah, where else is it going to be other than short?
Now they're walking right into a Caron.
ले गया भाई. ये जजवा ले जाएगा. चलो ठीक है. फिर भी मारा. कैरन को मार दिया.
Only for a moment. Sen's line and 8. Now there's 45 seconds here for Sen. collect yourself and cool down your senses, enough for a potential pivot to a different area, but they've committed the smokes. They want to know what his last play is. That texture.
Bro,
What is that?
10 को दिया है यार.
Trip still not dealt with. Lighting these players up. Yet Gen.G is right
It's
there.
3v3. It's 3v3. It's 3v3. It's 3v3. A पे plant नहीं होगा. B पे plant होगा. B plant होगा. B plant होगा.
Walking again into Munchkin. Never losing his ground here, always holding on to this space, and now Meteor doubled up crosshair setup. This could be nasty, this could be brutal. Obliterating!
ले गए.
Just have such an immaculate read.
भाई वो तीनों ऐसे randomly कूद गए, like possible ही नहीं था यार जीतना. Possible ही नहीं था वैसे जीतना. वैसे किन्हीं सोचा ही नहीं था जिताएंगे.
These defensive rotations again, Brent. Gen.G are so far ahead of it. SEN think that they've got the timing to be able to go through the teleport like that. Gen.G have already got Meteor not just over towards B, but already set up a crossfire with Munchkin. And beautiful little bait play there. Munchkin letting himself be seen first and dragging them into Meteor's crossfire. When you watch Gen.G on defense, you would call it over-rotating if it wasn't winning so often. They have such a trust in the read. This nade to push Texture away from his position.
Nasty one landing right on top of the box satchel. Second setup now with this Bucky forward position, but
कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है.
Oh, Meteor.
Oh wow. सैसी भाई बहुत प्यारा. सैसी भाई बहुत प्यारा. Love it भाई. सैसी भाई.
Much needed, much anticipated now. Texture trying to dodge and juke that timing here. Entertainment onto Lakia.
जीत गए.
Chasing them down, hunting them down.
निकाल लिया. सेंटिनल ने वाला राउंड निकाल लिया.
Even more offloading the Seekers. Why not a winnable spot, a winnable position? Charon. All alerted to
वो गन उठाई रहे इसमें.
the rifle almost with the pre-fire. Still 2 versus 4. Spike has to get.
कैरॉन कुछ भी कर सकता है भाई. कैरॉन भी अच्छा प्लेयर है यार. पर नहीं कर पाएगा मेरे हिसाब से नहीं कर पाएगा.
Inside lamps.
हो गया. सेंटिनल का हो गया भाई ये राउंड.
Gaps to be played within. Sentinels cannot let this one slip.
अल्ट लेके तैयार है भाई. गैको अल्ट लेके तैयार है.
After losing most of the scenarios where they had that advantage, Thrash off that tap. Satchel over the top here and a seek to punish. There
Oh.
it is. Texture last.
Wow.
Last one alive.
Wow.
The box. Nade earned again. But tucked hiding away from the position. It's Sentinels trying to play this one just with a little bit of intelligence. And John gets that information.
Let's go boys.
Thrifty here.
वैसे वो जीतना होता उसका 4 ही गोली थी.
What a timing for it too. Definitely felt like Gen.G was running away with this game. And this is a must-win map for SEN. This is where they felt the most favored. This was their pick of all of the maps they could have gone to. And as the desk was mentioning earlier, they're kind of playing for the 3-1, hoping they don't even need to get to Icebox. Incredible shots being hit there, and Sassy on fire here on buy. We expect to see those a little more, I think, from the Gen.G players. But here it is. Texture with an operator looking down B long.
Yeah. He's got himself onto a really nice forward angle. Spotting out this operator is going to be pretty key and essential here for Sentinels, but they don't have anything concrete to clear. Second was really out wide, but in that space.
भाई you know what कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है. इस बार 2 अल्ट है Gen.G के पास. This could go really bad.
Yeah, and they've actually not really heard much on either side. Charon goes for the gamble over towards B. Interested, Munchkin didn't quite find the timing to take a duel, but he's now tucked in a position, going to get cleared by that flash.
Yeah, certainly should be. Zekken eager to take the fight there with a boombot just right behind him. He knows the rough position here of Munchkin.
Charon's back immediately over towards A, so there's still 3 players defending this.
But only 30 seconds roughly left here. Mosh Pit sent flying over the top now as well, trying to take the space. It's only 10s and he's left alone to his own devices. So for the rest of his team here with only 25 seconds, that's a spike drop down on top of it. It needs to be heroics and it needs to be masterful play at that. Munchkin almost going down to the stray satchel.
निकाल पाएंगे राइट साइड पे.
Overwhelming aggression.
No, नहीं निकाल पाएंगे. ओ निकाल दिया.
Approach and play.
ले गया Zekken बहुत बढ़िया.
Gen.G up to 10.
The stack, the crossfire, way too much for SEN to deal with. And not just that, Gen.G fighting close. Not trying to hold into backside and rely on the fact that, you know, they'll give SEN the play and try to push through smokes or anything like that. They fought almost even before Meteor was taking contact from the short trips. Look, they pick off 10s here. They're looking to try to fight them in short. They mollied off showers as well, so Zekken couldn't help. They picked that apart and fought aggressively. There's a really interesting quote from HSK actually.
हार गए भाई, सेंट्रल हार गए guys.
Gen.G tries to make the plays that other teams would hesitate to make. That's a very conscious thing that they've come into this year trying to do. We are going to try to be the team that picks that timing and fights you.
Been working so damn well for them here, Gen.G.
Look at the rotates, Brent. Look at the rotates. There is less than 10 seconds into the round, and they're planning to 5-stack B.
Second showstopper. Loose here was vulnerable, but up close to the corner to clear. Lakia! Blinded! Kill found, what? Snaps it! Sentinels, they found an advantage, but it's about converting it now into a round win.
And they've got an inkling that there's a ton of players here stacking the site, but they're not fast enough to pull the trigger and go for the rotate through the teleport, which would have been a play to open up the A site for a free plant. They found themselves that player advantage, and now Gen.G, with the players stacked, looking to re-explore.
Oh man, look at this call to contact re-clear. Are they going to be ready with the rifle play? It needs to be online, it is. Sentinels. Clean sweep there, out towards it. Forcing Gen.G out in the open. That slight pause keeps them alive for now. And it was really necessary, Josh. I mean, you end up losing that one. Gen.G up to 11. The economy just been dwindling. Sentinels getting rocked left, right, and center.
But what is this? The timing on that Dizzy. It just blinds Lakia right. Yeah. Well, he was 1 HP, I think, after he went through the Viper wall as well. Yeah, so just, but still, caught down extraordinarily low. And the crowd here behind Sentinels, willing them forwards.
They're not easy rounds that Sentinels are winning.
They're not at all. Again, Gen.G had 5 players B.
That's fast though. Second. It's in front of the snakebite as well. A little bit of damage, almost a kill onto Lakia. It's good damage. It's going to be permanent. There's no heal online. At least he can't heal himself. Now the Trailblazer for the re-clear. Munchkin, you can't be calling for that one again. He just goes down with it.
Yeah, and these are the times when Munchkin ends up getting punished, and it's looked rough for Gen.G. We haven't seen very much of it. Munchkin's been playing a superb game, but that's the kind of stuff that was happening in Pacific, and SEN have taken full advantage. There's 3 players very close to key ultimates as well, though the orb is not here. SEN put another pause in the round, maybe hoping that Gen.G would do another exploration. They've got to be cautious about Texture's ultimate, and Garon's, for that matter. The more they let the time click, the more that those ults could just win it for Gen.G.
Josh is waiting for the fuel here, just to prop both of it up, make sure he can clear some of this util. Trip. Spotted and broken. Not be pulling any of the Gen.G players away. It looks like positioning is being shifted. No, still a re-clear of Texture. He's happy to hold this close angle.
30 seconds left.
This when he has the rocket available to him. Another trip. This time. Noise pressure on either side. The TP rotation is now core with 20 seconds left. Guess what? What about gone now?
What about Charon's ult?
Charon's ult, yeah, it's not really going to be handled here at all, and that's going to be sending it out with Wingman. He's going to be broken. No, they can count it correctly, but it does catch on the second.
Bro, कर दिया plan बहुत प्यारा.
A must win for Sentinels, must win indeed. The flank, fast wrap around, flanks on, flanks Lakia, punished for it. At least recognizing SEN, the weaknesses of their own compositions, but is immediately answered and evened back out.
Celsius got
Even
ult.
So, advantage now for Gen.G here with the ult. The first tap, but he's waiting for the second point. Karen's fast onto him. Karen's fast onto him. Already approaching and expecting that position, and he just has to let it rip anyway before anybody even taps. Gen.G so fast with the moves.
Let's go. निकाल दिया.
The tension in those kind of rounds when it gets down to a post plant is palpable. Sentinels were so close to major ults getting online. And I think if Celsius hadn't found the kill to be able to get his up, there was all the chance in the world that that round was going towards Gen.G. Tens with 2 gorgeous kills towards the end, off the back of the Dizzy. And Gen.G forced to take a timeout. Their first of this map. Frankly, it might be the first in the match.
Let's go guys. थोड़ी सी होप आई है, ठीक है. बड़ी सी होप आ गई अपनी. बाकी ऐसी की तैसी करा रही थी सेंटिनल ना भी. हल्की बहुत होप आ गई तो मुझे बेटर फील हो रहा है थोड़ा. कर सकती है सेंटिनल भी कर सकती है.
Here and there, a couple of half-buy rounds when the economy wasn't too good, but that was, full-on gunplay occurring.
भाई इस बंदे को वो करो भाई. ये संस्कार था वो कोई करो. मैनेजर भाई. ब्लॉक करो इसको चैनल से इसको. ये थापा मैं इसका पापा, इसको ब्लॉक करो ऐसी की तैसी आज इसको बताना है इसको मोमो. इस मोमो को ब्लॉक मारो. ये आदमी आ जाता है, गुस्सा लगाता है, अरे जान लेके जाता है भाई। संस्कार तो आ गया भाई। कैसा भाई संस्कार, क्या हालचाल, क्या चल रही है जिंदगी तेरी? काफी टाइम से बात नहीं करी यार संस्कार से, मैंने काफी टाइम से बात नहीं करी। कैसा है भाई?
If it doesn't feel like an exec down short, they still keep players on B. And this time, Gen.G took the space and called for the rotate over. So that's kind of the opposite
Happy Holi यार,
of
Happy
what
Holi।
Gen.G were expecting. And it's possible that
पहन
Zoe and
तिलंद
HSK are
उतात
just
में,
addressing
ठीक है
that
भाई,
and
तू
coming
भी
up with a
उतात में।
slight variation
और
in
कैसा है
their
बे?
defense. We'll have to keep an eye.
हैप्पी होली, हैप्पी होली भाई। बढ़िया यार, बस देहरादून आ रखा हूँ। अच्छा आ रखा है तू देहरादून? क्या बात है,
Might just earn it himself, he does, with him dropping, sent to the
क्या बात
spectator
है।
seat. He's gonna have to sit on the sidelines and really fester and wonder about what went wrong there. Now it is explosive second.
भाई जैके ने बहुत प्यारी एंट्री दे दी है गाइस, जैके ने बहुत प्यारी एंट्री दे दी है। लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो, हो गया राउंड, हो गया राउंड, हो गया अपना। अरे अरे राउंड हो गया अपना। टेंस ने बहुत प्यार के लिए। लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो। 10 10 10 10। हैप्पी होली, हैप्पी होली मोमो भाई, हैप्पी होली मोमो।
And those ults that were close to being able to be put online a couple of rounds ago, where Zeltis orbital strike made all the difference. Now look at them. Huge tools available to SEN. If they're able to lean on those, it will knock the Gen.G economy once more. And the game, which Gen.G
भाई Gen.G की इकोनॉमी को खा दिया है, नहीं खा पाए हैं। नो वे, Gen.G की अच्छी इकोनॉमी है अभी भी। गन्स खरीद लिया बंदों ने, बट कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। दोबारा सेकंड अच्छा पुश कर देना अगर, या मिड से ना आ जाए भाई। सेकंड मिड से जाएगा तो गलत हो जाएगा, पता है। सेकंड मिड से जाएगा तो बहुत ज्यादा गलत हो जाएगा। बाकी यार दिस अल्ट इज गुड, दिस अल्ट वाज गुड। कर दिया ब्रो, लेट्स गो।
First one to fall, fills up that feed for them nicely here. But Gen.G might even look to just try and fight back with the pit down. Something has to really dislodge this one here. Maybe even a few stray.
उठाया, टेंस ने उठाया अपना।
Finally planting elbow control for them. On top of that, it's
उठा लिया।
They didn't plant though. They're still getting it down now, and Gen.G are taking elbow control in the
टेंस ने उठा लिया अपना अल्ट,
because it has cut off these angles and the core made to contact.
और एक और बार कर दिया।
Through with the flash as well. On top of it, it comes down to.
लेट्स गो बॉयज।
As the Rango the beast that is his rifle.
ओ डोंट टेल मी। अच्छा हो गया। मेरे को लगा एकदम से मर गए सारे, निकल गया भाई। सेंटिनल ने निकाल दिया एक और राउंड। लेट्स गो। अरे ऑडियंस देखो यार कितनी प्यारी लग रही है एकदम से सिमेट्री में ना। निकाल दिया भाई फाइनली।
Relying so heavily on getting those ults up. Look at this play. Munchkin stuck while the rest of his team ended up playing for retake. He was just hoping to go 1-for-1 in this spot. But Zeken's entry.
क्या बात है भाई, बहुत प्यारी एंट्री दे दी भाई जेकन ने। 10-11 हो गया। लेट्स गो। कम बैक हो रहा है। निकाल भाई सेंटिनल। ब्रदर लेट्स गो। अल्ट आ गया। ये तो निकलेगा, ये राउंड निकलेगा, ठीक है। अल्ट आ गया अभी। इंटेंस बहुत चल रहा है, बट कुछ भी हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। कुत्ता भेज दिया कैप्चर के लिए, और कर लेंगे, कैप्चर कर लेंगे। लेट्स गो। अब यार ये साइफर का रोक ना ले सेकंड को ना पेंट्री लेने से। साइफर ट्रिपवायर है वापस। साइफर ट्रिपवायर कुछ कर सकती है। आज मैं सीओडी ब्लैक ऑफ 4 खेल रहा था, सारी गेमिंग स्किल बेकार हो गई है। कोई बात नहीं भाई, गेमिंग स्किल बनाने के लिए 1 हफ्ता लगता है मैक्स। 1 हफ्ता लगता है मैक्स, पता है। टाइम मिला खेलना शुरू करना, बन जाएगा। आया टेक्सचर, आया पीछे टेक्सचर छितेगा अभी। क्यूटी भाई लेट्स गो। जॉन क्यूटी भाई लेट्स गो। अरे टेक्सचर ले गया। लेट्स गो। बट जेल्सिस इज देयर ब्रो। अरे नहीं कर पाएगा मंचकिन के पास सिर्फ एक ये है शेरिफ। हो गया सेंटिनल का हो गया ये भी। लेट्स गो बॉयज। सेव हो गया सबका, चारों का। पैसे की कमी है इन लोगों के पास अब।
They do not seem happy with the idea that SEN are going to be able to win on their map pick. There is still a chance.
बहुत बढ़िया हो रहा है भाई, बहुत बढ़िया हो रहा है भाई.
But these recent rounds have all gone the way of SEN. A reminder though that they did it by using ultimates. Even here, Zekken pops the showstopper to be able to get into B. So Gen.G, do they actually need an adjustment? Wow. Not just the save for Munchkin to talk. Now a timeout called, the second of the map, to allow their coaches a bit of input too. Bren, what I'm saying here is, yes, it's been 5 in a row for Sentinels, but crucial rounds have been won off the back of ultimates. Yeah. And SEN do not have access to those anymore. I mean, they're one away from getting Seekers back up because Sassy is frying. But I think Gen.G's game plan has not necessarily been the issue so much as them fighting an uneven war.
Finally, there's going to be a bit of that parity. Even guns on Gen.G's side. Sentinels running out of those ultimates. I think you are right. I mean, you're right on the money in terms of just talking about the game plan for Gen.G. It hasn't really been going amiss. They've just been getting ran over, steamrolled almost by just that sheer ult economy that's just been churning, generating constantly for Sentinels, but it has run out. And Gen.G have to put a stop to it here if they want to stop Sentinels on their map pick.
Yeah, and we're talking about it running out, but Sassy could certainly play for the Showers Orb here. It looks like SEN are set up for a fast Showers take. And unless Meteor's able to pull off some magic, because he's going to be vastly outnumbered.
Let's see it.
Seekers are going to be online, surely.
What have you got up your sleeve, Meteor? Team needs some magic. We need it now. He's backing away. It's just that aggressive cam.
He's been putting that there a lot, though.
Yeah.
They've already seen that in a couple of post-plant situations. SEN are going to know. It could trigger some kind of Showers crunch, though. So they've got to be a bit cautious. Look, Tens, Zekken, ready to punish the players that might come through the teleport, using Sassy as bait. And now they walk forward, get Seekers online.
Texture. Close, up onto the angle. Dog broken. Boombot as the first layer of contact.
Munchkin
here,
pushing out through sand.
Here's Munchkin, and he's been doing this at least in the qualifiers. It could be a punishable element. They have to be aware of it. Gaps in the play for Sentinels, and it looks like Celsius is seemingly clearing most of this. But he left that tiny window.
These are slow rotates. Zekken, though, making a little bit of noise. Munchkin's going to make the call. Look at these rotates from Gen.G. All come in, beating the rotate.
No way.
Getting into B.
Flooding back in.
And Munchkin has not overplayed his hand. Makes sure that he just feeds the info his team needs. And what a call this is.
Gets the hell out. 30 seconds. This is going to be a full
30 सेकंड है भाई, चलो push करो
more out wide. They're not expecting it.
No way
Gen.G
Zekken चला
players
गया यार.
holding their ground, rooted and snared into place, but they're willing to just fight tooth and nail. Spike drops
निकाल
down,
के भाई.
volleys at the feet. Nobody can advance. Nobody can step over the line. There's going to have to be those shots. Going to have to be that firepower. But again, is it enough? Is it enough? It's
Oh!
meteoric.
Meteor did the play.
Himself.
And what a call by Munchkin, man. We saw him go for those sand pushes all throughout Pacific, often getting punished for them, but played this one to perfection. Sentinels have got to be scratching their heads after that, thinking, how on earth, when we were fairly quiet the whole way over towards B and had made noise throughout Showers, how did they get the read? How did they know?
Let's go.
Incredible play from Munchkin without really even popping up on the kill feed. All just based on getting that deep positioning and hearing the footsteps and calling the rotate. The defense side rotates from Munchkin are just phenomenal. And to make that play and just push the very boundary of what you can get away with in a round that now makes this feasible, that we could be heading to overtime.
Overtime नहीं होना चाहिए यार, overtime हो गया गलत हो
It's the
जाएगा.
last one that they've got, at least in regulation, and they understand the importance of the round. You don't want to go to OT, not against Gen.G, not when they've been making these adaptations over time and correcting towards it.
Yeah, and not just that, Bren, we were talking a lot about the ults being on the side of Sentinels. Well, now the coin has flipped. Right, Munchkin still has access to that Viper's Pit. Charon, one away from being able to get an orbital strike online. These are ultimates that in the middle of a round can change the flavor of what's happening dramatically. Oh my. Gen.G are going to start the stack on A with 4 players. What a gamble to push them through into OT.
4-1 setup. Don't see it. Looks like they're going to try and set up Munchkin for that deep pit in through a main choke, and he is going to layer it down. Needs to be defended in time.
Hoga.
Showers, fight Molly, drop down. Gen.G walking, Gen.G walking, Gen.G walking.
Let's go.
But losing the fight initially. It's up to Lakia. Hold it down and stand his ground.
No fucking ways, tens bhai. Fuck you bhai.
You're joking.
हो गया यार.
Getting away with murder.
It just flips in an instant. Gen.G not happy to just sit inside the pit. Pushed outside of it. Managed to get a kill. 2 up towards short. Outrageous decision from Munchkin and the Gen.G coaches coming out of SEN's TAC timeout. And now funneling the final 2 survivors straight into these trip setups. I mean, this just looks absolutely brutal for SEN to deal with.
Dire straights. Not only the trips, got to worry about Charon's ult, delaying, denying. Meteor himself as well, he's just tucked. Safe position. Not out wide, there won't be any punish onto these trips, but they're not going to walk into it anyway. It's just concealed through Munchkin.
They just know.
Got to read. I mean, they just know. Now with the camera, spotted it all. Look at that. Charon sends it and splits them up. OT all the way here. Gen.G not going to be denied it at all. John QT dropping to the floor.
ये गलत है bro, ये गलत है यार.
There's a perfect example. I mean, look, let's let's look at this for starters. Second and Zelsis trying to hold the push and just got minced. Tense as well, not realizing that Laka was in the corner, despite the fact that he caught a little bit of chip damage. But for me, that final moment where Munchkin just comes, all right, there's 30 seconds left. We haven't seen them over towards A at all. They've got to be taking B, and they just went through the teleporter. They're not worried about the fact that it could have been a late A hit at all. They just trust the read. Something that a lot of the coaches have been talking about. I mean, defending champs, Potter and EG talk about that all the time, trust in your gut, and I feel like no team embodies it more at the moment than Gen.G.
Yeah, full committal to the calls that are being made here, but the sides are swapped around now. Opening a round of OT. Meteor. They're going to go with this one here. Cam attacking, but already through the choke point. Still, they deal with him. Pesky intruder out towards, and Shower's control is going to be essential. What is the call now for Gen.G?
A plan for backside here and taking control of the defense spawn seems like a good idea. But Gen.G don't want to commit to it just yet. Now, Karen's got one smoke to play with. You can smoke off Heaven, you can have somebody watch over towards pipes, but they're not making a decision here. They're slowing down and they're kind of trapped.
Waiting for Munchkin.
Yes, but what is Munchkin really going to do? Tens is on a great angle at B long.
It's just all hinging on this, isn't it? It's an off angle at that.
I just don't see how Munchkin clears this.
Yeah.
Bro, wow. Wow.
Wells it for Munchkin here, Tens.
It's weird though, because they don't know where Gen.G are. They could be all the way up Heaven, all sorts of spots.
It's going to cause the push out here by Sentinels, meeting them right into texture, but he wasn't waiting for it. It's a trade attempt by Charon. He will fall too. Everybody topples. Sentinels.
Sentinel का round हो गया बढ़िया.
The first round of OT and another chance to seal up this map.
Rare moment of hesitation, I think, from Gen.G there. Munchkin clearly wanted to take matters into his own hands and was hoping that Gen.G would find Sentinels making a mistake, going and re-exploring A for information. But Sen was so happy on B. Just one watching spawn, one watching B long. Very good patience and diligence from Sen to get themselves up to yet another map point. They've got to start closing these though.
It's integral.
अटैक है, लेट्स गो. सेकंड दोबारा वही करने वाला है जो उसने सेकंड लास्ट राउंड में किया था, शायद से 10th राउंड में जो किया था, मिड से एकदम एंट्री ली थी. बट इस बार यहाँ पे बैठा है. मंचकिन लेफ्ट पे बैठा है, ठीक है. मंचकिन को मार दिया तो हो जाएगा राउंड. अरे हो गया. एक और ओवर टाइम हो गया.
How are you doing something like that, Munchkin? The two best players arguably on Sentinels put down like nothing.
Finds that timing before the utility's used perfectly. This is going to get scrappy though, because they want to fight over the spike. They're not content with just playing the numbers advantage.
He's willing to join them, but he has cut off that angle here with the Trailblazer not broken down. Is he actually going to be stunned up? Bullets raining through. TP core texture is right there, fast in it. Here's the reinforcements. Here's the whole bloody team. Everybody joining the fight and the fray. Fast rotation, stimmy, evacuation.
That's an amazing read by Sentinels. They know that all three players are there, and this is a race that Sen have won. Rare for them to be able to beat the defensive rotates, but A rare mistake as well from Gen.G. They
Here
haven't
it
got the
is.
plant down.
Sassy hears the noise cues, but he just pre-fires and guesses incorrectly. The gamble not paying off still. Not willing to give up that space, but finally here, Mazaus is out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Still, the kill found 2v2, running and gunning to just retreat and cover that section. Now the defuse, Meteor sticking all the way. Spray down half earned.
Let's go.
Will be it.
Let's go.
Even it up 1-2-1, and I said it was necessary, and it certainly was.
They did it, bhai. Let's go.
The elation of the crowd, SEN. A grueling win for them, forced into overtime, but they do it at the final moment, converting a 3v5.
Absolutely incredible stuff so far. Plenty more action where that came from. Do not go anywhere.
We are waiting, boys. ठीक है? We are waiting ताकि start हो ये. 2 मिनट का दे रखा है, 2 मिनट का टाइम दे रखा है, तो तब तक के लिए रुकेंगे हम लोग. और क्या ही कर सकते हैं ना? रुक ही सकते हैं, तो रुक रहे हैं बस. रुक रहे हैं उस बैठ के. We are right here, boys. डेढ़ मिनट रह गया, उसके बाद बहुत तगड़ा मैच शुरू होने वाला है. Guys, we are ending this stream now, तो मिलेंगे भाई अगली स्ट्रीम में, ठीक है? खत्म करने जा रहे हैं.